Welcome to my quilting life. If you're on my channel, head down that way. Subscribe, please. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have to beg. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. But don't forget to ring that bell when you do, so that you can get notifications when I am live and or post videos. Don't forget to like my videos and share them with your quilty friends. So today, I always say that I never do these kind of videos, but this kind is okay to do. I usually don't do unboxings or mailings or anything like that, but this kind I have done before, and I'll just continue doing every time because I like to share with you guys my excitement, as well as you're excited for me when you find out what kind of deals I was able to find. So yeah, today is a random time, obviously. I'm hoping that I don't start buffering, so if I do, hopefully I'll notice it, because I am sitting on the floor for this video, and I will sit on the floor for the remainder of this video, because that's just the easiest way to do it. So, as you saw in the description and the blurry photo, which I did on purpose, today is a fabric haul. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me explain in 2 seconds when I say hi to everyone. Hi Kim, hi Teresa, hi Patty, hi Terry, Rachel, Karen, Catherine, Kathy, Rowena, Pauline. Hi guys, welcome. So you guys are going to be super surprised at what I was able to get. I have not looked through all this. I only skimmed through because I dumped the bags out to make this easier on me, because the bags were super heavy and I couldn't move them. Where I got them, had to move them for me, and Scott and CJ had to move them when I got home. So I had 2 big huge trash bags and a smaller trash bag and stuff, and it's just all dumped right here on the floor. And I made sure that I put myself on the side of the room that's against or away from the light, so that you guys have good lighting to kind of see, because the last haul video was a little bit more on the darker side, because I tried to do it outside, but I was in between the garage. So this one's in the room, so you should be able to get a good, clear quality picture of what I got. So now on, let's see, let's see, we got, oh, there we go. Hi, Pauline, Gwen. Oh, where are we at? I thought it was buffering. It's not. Let's see. Where was I at? Pamela, Terry, I said hi. I said hi to Kathy. Gwen, Vivian. Hi, guys. I am doing not good today, but I made myself feel better. Why? Because fabric makes us feel better. So, hi Margaret, hi Michelle, hi Patricia. I'll let you guys join on. So let me tell you quickly the story. I shop a lot online. Due to the fact that I have a YouTube channel, I got to supply myself with things, because as you guys know, and I've said it several times, I don't make really any money on YouTube. Like, it seriously took 3 months to make $60. That's not enough to purchase anything. Really, it isn't. And that's enough to purchase enough for one quilt. I make more than one quilt so that I can give you guys tutorials and good quality, well, as best quality videos as I possibly can. I do try my best and my hardest. I'm not really an editing type person and stuff, so maybe someday in the future someone will do it for me, but for now you get what you get. Don't throw it. But I do my best. But I have to supply myself. And you may think, oh yeah, Tiffany, but you do have a lot in your room already. I do have a lot. But those things are like border prints, border type fabrics, backing fabrics, the throw-in print that's missing from something. It's usually something that I can match with something, or like I'm saving purples so that I can make something with purples. Not everything goes with everything. I can't just go into my room, I don't have that much, and say, oh, this, and that's all going to go together and I'm going to make a quilt with it. It doesn't work that way in my brain. I can put things together. I'm very good with color, but I can't just match these things up. A lot of them, they just don't go to, you can't put 500 stripes together in the same quilt. I mean, you can if you want to, but save them for borders and bindings, you know. So all these things, they have a reason and they have a purpose. So I have to up it. I always have to get more, because the more I have, the more choices I have for when I buy layer cakes, charm squares, jelly rolls, and so on and so forth, to make the tutorials out of the things that I find easier to teach you with, which is my kind of specialty, is pre-cuts. So I have to find stuff. So I scour the internet, Craigslist, Facebook, so on and so forth. Tons of groups on for sales, I'm on tons of for sale groups, and so on and so forth. So I was scrolling Marketplace. It was like in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep after I got off my chat thing on the Zoom meeting with Quilts, and I couldn't sleep, and I had a bad night. So I've been up and up. So I had to have something to do. So I scrolled the internet, and what did I find? The first time in a long time since the last haul, fabric, lots of it. So obviously I sent them a message. I know 4 o'clock in the morning is probably the worst time when you live in the same city as someone to send them a message. Is this still available? But I did it anyway because I wanted to jump on it. So by the time I had jumped on it, because it was freshly posted, I was too late to get what was mostly in her picture. She had layer cakes, charm squares, and so on and so forth, which was in her pictures. But the yardage and scraps and all that rest of the quilting related stuff was still available. So obviously I said, hey, can I come by? I had to run some errands anyway to go to the hospital and a couple other things. So I went by, and next to me is what I went and got for $60. That's right, guys. You are going to see $60 in my world of saving money, what I can get for $60. I think the last haul I spent $40. This one's $20 more than the last, but I actually think I got way more usable stuff out of this haul than I did my last. So before I get to it, I'm going to see who else is here real quick and say hi. Let's see, I ended at Margaret. Let's see, we got Kathleen here. We got Pamela. Kathleen's, boy, I get it, Tiff. I have little bits of this and that, remnants, stuff I bought, little bits from other sewists. You can't just toss it all together. No, no, no. Yeah, you just can't. It's specific. So, and you're going to see, like, just from looking at this pile, and I'm going to show you in 2 seconds because I don't want to bounce the video around a bazillion times, but I'm going to just give you an overview, and then what we'll do is I will show you each and every individual item. So this video might be long, but I'll try to rush through it, and the really, really pretty stuff that stands out, I'll obviously show as close as I possibly can. And I'm hoping the lighting is good so you guys can see. But this, a lot of it, there's some of it's tangled in thread. I got a little bit of thread, but the lady that I got this from, quick backstory, it was a daughter selling it for her mom. Her mom went blind, so she can't see her pretty fabric to sew or anything anymore. So it had to be sold. I wasn't trying to gyp anybody out, so obviously I offered what I thought the value would be for someone that just threw a bag, you know, they had tubs, I had to transfer to bags, but threw tubs together and said, you know, take it all for such and such amount. I made an offer instead, and I didn't want to be lowballing, but I didn't want to be, I didn't want to sound rude about it because it was from a quilter. But the mom, the blind mom, was very, very appreciative that this was actually going to a quilter and not someone who was going crazy, mask making crazy. Because I told them, no, I'm a quilter. I'm not going crazy mask making. I don't need this stuff for mask. I need it to make quilts for my tutorials. And she was excited to hear, you know, because she couldn't see me, that I, you know, and I couldn't show her photos, that I make quilting tutorials. So, but the daughter was ever so happy. So there's some thread mixed in here. She wanted to keep some thread because she can still hand sew without her vision. So she needed to keep some of the thread and things like that. But the rest of it, I got it all. So whatever was left, I just took it all for the one price, $60. So I'm going to pick up the camera and I'm just going to hold it on the floor. I'm just going to scoot around on the floor. I'm hurting today, so I don't want to keep getting up and down, up and down. So I'm just going to scoot around. Make it easier on myself. Hi, June. All right, here we go. So, as you can see, just from an overview, it's actually a bigger stack than you think. So there's books and there's patterns in here. Lots of fabric. It's buried under fabric. I just dumped the bags out. So just by the look of things, you can tell that there is yardage here, and so on and so forth. So we're going to go through it together and be excited with me, because I am super excited. This is making my day, let me tell you. I'm making my day. So I'm just going to start with what's exactly next to me, and I'm going to do my estimated yardage thing that I show you guys that I do. I just hold my hands out to where I know that that's a yard right there. I'm usually off. I'm literally off by 3 to 6 inches at the most sometimes, especially with consecutive yardage. So if it looks like more to you, it probably is more, but if it looks like less, it probably is less. All right, so we're just gonna start with what is right next to me, and I will be folding it and sticking it on the opposite side of me as best as possible. I gotta get myself into a position, and I hope you're not crooked. You look crooked. There we go. Uncricked. There we go. You're on a chair today. We're gonna start with what's right next to me. A spool holder. This retails for $10.99 because the tag is still on it. So it's the solid metal bottom. This is a metal spool holder, right? Isn't that awesome? So I don't know, I can just use it where I, on my brother or wherever. It is an awesome spool holder. I don't know how else to hold it up to show you guys. So this is for large spools. We're gonna set that over here. I'm gonna try to get books out as best as possible, make a stack, because it'll probably be easier. Starting with crochet. I don't crochet, and the book is ripped, but it is a crochet book to make hats. Or maybe it just looks like it. Does it have the directions? Oh, it has directions. I don't even know how to read half this stuff. So some things in the future will be giveaways. Even if it's a ripped book, I'm pretty sure you'll want it for giveaways. So there was that. Everyday Beliefs. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to scan through it real quick. It looks like a book for... I don't even know. Maybe it's for children. Oak leaves, acorns, 3D stars. I don't know. It just has like belief type stuff. It's definitely not a coloring book per se. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it, but it's a book. There's another one. Simple Duets 2. Another. This is a Vikings woodcraft book. Aha, this is a woodcraft book, so I probably won't need it for anything, so it'll be probably something, I guess. It's got clothespins in here, so it'll probably be something I give away in the future. Garden Spice. It looks like more wood crafting stuff. Yep, more wood crafting. And it had, looks like like they tried to draw something out of it. I have no idea. I'm just going to throw it back in there because that's where I found it. Let's see what we got here. Stuff like this I'm probably going to have to go through. Here's paperwork on stuff. Like, I literally just, the lady started throwing everything into the bag, not knowing what I needed or not, what goes with what or not. So it looks like just some paper stuff that I'll have to go through with its patterns. We got palette paper book, so it's a paper book. A tracing paper book with tracing paper in it. Country's Edge, Nature's Artistry. So here's a little artist book for drawing butterflies and stuff, I guess. I'm going to separate the sketchbooks from the paper pile. We got a pattern, and this is like perfect because I live in Lake Havasu, and we have the hot air balloon fest every, I think it's every year, but I don't know if they're going to have it this year, but we have a balloon fest. So here's a balloon fest pattern that just so happens to have fabric in it. It looks like the sky fabric in here. Yeah, like she started putting stuff together and said, this is what I want to be the sky fabric. So here's a pattern. Becca, oh Becca, look what I got. If you are watching or tend to watch this later, a patchwork table runner kit for the log cabin, Donna Jordan. It's the full pattern to make the Stonehenge Northcott Monarch Stonehenge log cabin. Is this what you were what you ordered, Becca? It's a table runner kit. It makes 13 by 45 inches to make one table runner log cabin. Oh, look at that. So there's a kit right there. What else we got? We got some more papers. I have no idea what any of this goes to, so I'm just gonna put that aside. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Yardage. So this is, and I'll try to read as many salvages as I can so that if you guys are curious about what you see here and you want to go try to find it yourself. The Hamptons by Polly Minnick and Lori Simpson for Moda. So here it is. It's a striped fabric, and there is about a yard here. Exactly. So it's red, white, and blue. So I'm just gonna, for now, fold everything and stack it as neatly as possible out of the way. Here we got some, I'm gonna hold it up while trying to read it. Basic gray blush for Moda. Basic gray blush for Moda. And there is about a yard right here. I like it when there's a yard. A yard is something I can work with. I like yardage. Next, oh, it is a started quilt. And it's chickens. It is a started chicken quilt. It looks like someone went chicken crazy. Quack, quack, quack. Okay, this could just be practice quilting type stuff because it gives me something to scribble on. And I do finish my scribbles, most of them. All right, so we'll put this in a totally different pile. Got my throw it way over there pile. Oh, I don't want to reach that far. It went too far. There we go. What do we got here? We've got crows. So this is definitely a fall print, and it looks like there is a yard here. Let's hold this up. It is Funky Fall by Diane Knott for Clothworks Fabrics. Clothworks. That's really cute with the crows on it. Let's see, I'm missing some names here. We got Nicole here. You guys are laughing. That's about the, you guys are laughing about the table runner. Becca, if you see this, it looks like I'm making a table runner now out of the same kind of thing. The whole pattern or kit from Jordan Fabrics. We got about half a yard here of Hoodie's collection for blank quilting. It's from 2009. It's cute. So that's a half a yard of fabric right there. Again, I'll go through the rest of this later. I'm just kind of skimming through, going through, showing you guys what's from the top. So here's a flannel. Northcott Studio. Looks like about, it's not quite 2 yards. It's Northcott Studio Designer. Doesn't say the designer, but it's kind of scratchy, if that's the word for it. It's cloudy, and it's pink. It's not quite 2 yards, but it's flannel, and there's a little scrap of it. All right, here we go. Oh, here's that prickly, somebody told me what this was called again. What's that bubbly fabric called, guys? It has that texture to it, but it's cotton. There's a word for it. I forgot the word. If you guys know the word for it, let me know, because I totally forgot. But it's crinkly fabric. So there's this. I don't know the name of it because I kind of can't tell you. Here's some more crinkly fabric. Let's see, is there a name on it? This is about a yard of it. It just has a DSN number. So it looks like, kind of looks like masks. Everybody has to wear a mask. It looks like the mask, like right here. See this little red area? It looks like the cutout for a mask. Seersucker, that was the word. Yes, that's what this stuff is. So there's about a yard on that one. Here's some more of it. Plain orange. So I guess seersucker comes in solids as well. You can definitely tell the texture of it. I have some more of it. It's in fishies. It's up there on the shelf. Definitely cute for like kids' clothes, I guess. He told me that I can use this stuff for kids' clothes. Let's just grab another one. Here is, looks like patchwork. Let's see, I'm trying to turn it to the side where I can read who it's by. Tutter Rose by Fabric Quilt Incorporated. So it's just charm squares. They're about 4 inches though, they're not 5 inch, they're about 4 inch. So if I wanted to cut them out individually and do something specific, here's perfect to cut them out and add some other colors. So there's about a yard there. So that's pretty cool. Just gonna start grabbing more this next year. There's tons of scraps. I don't need to show you guys all these tiny scraps. I'm just gonna throw those in a pile because they'll end up in my big scrap bag. This looks like a panel. Oh, that's adorable. So it's a chicken panel with the sunflowers. I don't care for the chicken too much, but I can make a little throw pillow. Actually, I can make it for Maxine, a throw pillow for her house. She has her own apartment. She loves sunflowers. She's obsessed with sunflowers, actually. So here's a panel for her to make a pillow or something. So make my little panel pile here. I'm trying to make little piles like regular stuff, you know, so on. While I'm doing this, all right, we got half a yard here of Art Gallery Fabrics. The rest of the name is gone, so it's just Art Gallery Fabrics. It's an orange with paisley-ishies on it. So there's about a half a yard of that. I'm just gonna have to grab from the top here. We got no selvage. It just looks like somebody pre-cut some border fabric. So it looks like to be pre-cut or cut some off of something. So here's just some scrap, and I'll probably just turn this into strings or strips or squares or something. It goes in my I make pre-cuts bin. Pauline, those are great panels for making tote bags. Yep. All right, here we got some flannel, just a scrap of flannel. This will just go in my flannel scraps. I'll just throw it in the flannel pile for now, though. We got some scraps of a directional children's fairies in the garden. Fairies in the garden. There's no salvage on it because it is scrap. So it's like in the garden. I'll just cut it down, you know, and make it even. This goes in my pre-cuts. We got some polka dots. You know what? That's probably off of that same thing because it kind of matches. It's called Girly Girls, Cheryl L. Stoll from Moda Fabrics. So here's the polka dots. I'm pretty sure this might go together because they match. Never know. They feel the same too in texture, so I mean, I'm pretty sure they go together. Who knows? They don't have to. They're both scraps. So here's some more scraps of it. They looks like they were making clothes because there's some angle cuts. So this will just go in my stack. Here is a fat quarter. It looks like, yep, the way it was rolled, it's a fat quarter. So this will just get pressed my way. And I put it in my fat quarter bin, and it looks like here's another one of the same print. So here's just a fat quarter. There's no name on it. Why don't fat quarters have, I never get the side that has the name of the line on it. It's just very rare that that happens. What we got here? We got some, a very large fat quarter, an overly cut chunk of a yellow. So that'll probably just turn into pre-cut because it's, you know, I like turning my fabric into pre-cuts. We have, ooh, this is pretty, on brown. Let's see if I'm opening it to the side. It is Wyndham Fabrics presents Moonstruck by Wessler Studios. So this is called Moonstruck. I don't see the moon about it, but that's what it's called. So there's that. That's pretty. That's about a yard right there. Probably is exactly a yard. How you yarn it out. I need a good fabric college. Scour your local site. We got some scrap of, or fat quarter of dog print. It's directional. Cute little puppy dogs. So that's a fat quarter. Just put it in my fat quarter pile. Let's see what we got going on here. Strip piecing. So somebody already strip pieced some strips together. I can't say somebody, it was the lady most likely because it was her stuff. So got some strip piecing that I'll just do something with. We got some cut off pieces. Again, this will just go in my cut it piles into something. And here's the other one. I don't like it when the fabric's folded inside out. I like to see, so those green stars. Here is some more of that. I did that, right? Yep, this is some more of that one fabric that I went over a little bit ago. What was it called again? It's a Motive Fabrics Basic Gray Blush. Here's another yard of it. So I have 2 yards of this. I'm actually going to try to throw that in there. All right, what we got next? We got not quite a half a yard of another Motive Fabrics something. I can't tell because the selvage is not completely there. So there's that. That'll just go into my pile of not enough fabric and just pre-cuts. Here's another not enough, and I don't know the name because I can't see it. Oh, some more little scrap pieces. We got some like whatever. Again, I iron most of this up and chop it all up. I don't know, I'm so used to doing it now that's what I do every time. So here's some more green. I'm trying to get through the smaller cuts faster, so that's why you guys aren't seeing them that good. Here is a yard, it looks like. Yep, a yard of, oh my god, I can't read this, so let me show it to you up close. It's a pretty big leaf type print on brown. Dye Wabo selection for I'm really horrible, Schneck Company. Interesting. It kind of doesn't look like it's an American company. It kind of looks like something else. So, never know. I might have to look that up and see, because I've never heard of it, and I've never seen anything written on a selvage that way either. So there's about a yard of that, or it probably is exactly a yard. I always say about a yard because you guys can see that it's probably a yard. All right, here is Moda Hemming House by Brannock and Paddock for Moda. So it's like a scaly with dots. I don't know how to explain some of these fabrics. All right, let's see what we got here. We got, before I open, let's find a selvage side. There we go. So here we got about 2 yards of Hemming Home, the same designer as last. So this is probably all the same fabric line for Moda. So there's that. It's kind of a little on the basic side with a basic leafy and flowery thing. Here we have Hemming House, same line for Moda. So this is another part of it. Let's see how much is here. We have 1 yard, 2 yards as well. So that looks pretty cool. Damask, is that called damask? Kind of, the shape of it. You know, it's weird because over this whole entire time of being a quilter, over the last more than 4 years now, I really haven't learned designers and fabric and and stuff like that, or terms for things. I know what a paisley is. There's some that I haven't completely learned, like the word for it, a certain prince. I know what a leaf is. We all know what certain things is, but there are words for those kind of things, and I'm slowly learning. Just like I'm slowly learning, you know, certain fabric lines, certain companies, and so on and so forth. Here is some grunge, it looks like. Basic gray, Moda, cotton. Yeah, it's grunge. So it's a brown grunge. It's a yard. Let's grab what's next to me. We got not quite a yard. It's 3/4 of a yard-ish of Jack Leaves by Jackie Robinson and Maywood Studios. So here's a Maywood Studios. It's about 3/4 of a yard. I don't cut down 3/4 of a yard pieces. They actually get pressed and folded a certain way, and they get put in those drawers that are under the table you guys see me sew on. So far I'm noticing that this woman loved her Moda fabric, because so far a lot of it is Moda. Fun Sun by Willowberry Lane and Maywood Studios. So here's about 3/4 of a yard, and it is a beautiful, beautiful print with sunflowers on it, but there is no color to the sunflowers. It's just a slight tint to all of them, almost like black and white, but not, because it's on red. So that's pretty nice. Yes, for those that are curious and just joining, I look and scour online all the time. And when I find a deal, I tell Scott, I'm going to get this deal. So I go and pick it up as if it's available. This lady already had sold some stuff off. This lady wrote binding on here. A little pin in it. I'll pull that out later. So here's just a little cut of fabric that I don't even know where it's from. So that's pretty. And that just go in that pile. Here is, but yeah, I scour, and this is a Facebook purchase from Marketplace on Facebook. See, you guys got to search. I mean, some people don't use Craigslist anymore, but Craigslist still sells stuff. People still sell things, and there are still legit ads on there, because I've gone to them. And Facebook Marketplace, there's so many sources out there. There are groups. If it's not on Facebook Marketplace, there are tons and tons of groups in your local areas. And even if you want to outsource and join groups in even further cities, like say, 50 miles away, if it's close enough to get to, and I'll plan a day to that city kind of thing, you can just go on, join those groups, and just scour them. Then there's the big groups that are like the quilters groups. They're usually shipping all over the country. I have purchased from those, but I have to wait for shipping, and I don't get this kind of deal. This kind of deal are local deals only. And if I have to drive out of town for a deal like this, I will. This was local, but if I have to drive out of town, I found another deal, but by the time I was to get to the town, by the time I was to get out of town, I wasn't able to get it in time. So I find them everywhere. You got to scour those sites. If you are short on cash and need, the money, definitely, you need it to save, some of it here, and you only have a certain amount towards fabric, scour those sites, because there are lots and lots of people getting rid of fabric because a family member died or something happened medically, and their children do not know what this stuff is worth to someone like us, so here's about 3/4 of a yard. Flower Serenade 2 by Kansas Trebles for Moda. So yeah, you gotta make sure, if you are on a budget and this is the only way you can shop that way. And to me, this is even better of a score, because this is better than shopping at Walmart, and this is better than going to my local quilt store. Here is about, I don't know, a little bit more than a fat quarter's worth, so half a yard of, I don't even know, but it's pretty cute. So this will go in my fat quarter pile, and anything strips off of it, it goes into something else. Here is a yard of Wyndham Fabrics presents Moonstruck by, oh, there's with that Moonstruck line. So that goes with that Moonstruck line, which was, see, this is the only time. Sometimes I'm glad when I get lines, when I buy this way, when someone's, you know, getting rid of all their stuff, because then you can get all the matching fabrics. So this is how I can build making something. So I have 2 of the fabrics from that line now, you know, for that pile. And they're a yard each, so that works perfect. All right, here, let's pull some more. Ooh, shiny. So this looks like they go together. This is, I cannot tell because sometimes the print on the selvage is not always all the way there. It's better text, I can tell you that. No, it's blank textiles quilting. So here is that, and it's like leaves, little itty bitty, the most smallest leaves you'll ever see. And then this looks like it really goes with it. So there's a yard there, it looks like, and a yard here of dragonflies with some shinies in them. Isn't that so pretty? Yep, it's blank quilting. So this is a 2012 line. So these definitely go together. Like, they are beautiful together. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'll keep them together or next to each other. I tend to do that too when I put my stuff away. Yeah. So, all right, there's those. Let's grab some more. Oh, we got some more little pieces. So I'm just going to throw these in my pre-cut piles. They're just little scraps. Don't know. Oh, there's more. There's more. So there's a bunch of just little scraps. I'll just throw those. Art Studio pattern. It has a receipt in here. Holy moly, this is the most oldest receipt ever. Let's see, when is it from? 2008. So in 2008, she bought a chicken, a thread and stuff holder, sewing chatelaine. I have no idea what that word is. Chatelaine. I don't know if I'm saying it right, guys. It's chickens. All right, let's go put that with the patterns. Oh, I just got rid of a Nanny's Pretty pattern, a Nanny's Pretties pattern to my last giveaway. So this will probably go towards more giveaways. So here's a Nana's Pretties pattern for a table runner, it looks like. Out on a Limb, Crows in the Kitchen pattern. 4 on the Floor pattern. Fat quarter friendly pattern even. Seasonal Placemats Quilt As You Go pattern. Score. I love pajama pants. You guys know it. Oh, look at that. It is a So Easy Pajama Pants book. And it's got the pattern for pockets and sizes. It's all there. Now I just gotta learn how to work from a book. I can make pajamas. Okay, legs gotta go out. I'm telling you guys, I'm having a bad day. They won't stop shivering and they won't stop itching. Little boy bib. Oh, isn't this the cutest thing? It is a tux bib. It's a little like what is it called? Boutonniere? Is that the word? With a tie, built in. Isn't that just cute? That is just the adorablest little thing. Actually, I should make one for my best friend here who just had her baby. That would be totally awesome. She would love it. All right, I'm just gonna grab this whole pile. I don't know what this is. American Annie. It's a little wood thing. So remember they had wood stuff. Paperwork. I don't need to show you guys. Oh, here's a pattern to make a dress, it looks like. So a pillowcase dress. Oh, I've seen these online. Pillowcase dresses, you know? I've seen that. Here's more papers. We got patterns just kind of thrown in here that aren't in their little bags. So I'm going to have to really go through all this and see what goes with what. Here's a pattern to make from fig tree threads to make little cloth baby slippers. There's just patterns. Crazy. She's got the pattern cut out in here. This makes Field of Flowers jelly roll pattern. So it's pretty much just a rail fence on point. I'm going to put that with the pattern. Here is fabric in a bag for something. I have no idea. I'm not really going to tear it apart now. More jelly roll patterns that look simple. I don't really need a pattern for stuff like that. Well, at least me, I don't. Polar slippers, regular pattern. Did I have a pile? Oh, I'll just stick them right there. More papers. I don't know. Looks like paper piece stuff. Yeah, because it has parts. So I'll figure all that stuff out later. I don't have time in this video. Ooh, here we go. A template. No more templates. No more tracing. No more slipping. No more frustration. Only fun. The tool for making pinwheels easy. Did you guys know that there's a tool to make pinwheels easy? And it looks like this. Ooh, it has like these grippy built on it too, so you can just turn it. So it's a pinwheel easy chingamabobber. So I think it makes these crazy pinwheel things. It has a pattern in here too on paper. So that's pretty cool. I'll put that over here. More papers, again, I'll go through later. Another pattern for cloth open toe slippers. That's kind of cool. I kind of might want to make these for myself and put lots and lots of batting in them so because I go through a lot of slippers. Another pattern, a Nana's Pretties pattern for a table runner. It's upside down because it's upside down in the bag. Pattern for 4-patch stacked posies. It looks like she has tons of stuff. I don't know what the fabric is for, so I'm just gonna stick it right here and throw it in the paper pile, and I'll go through it later. All right, more fabric. Let's see what we got. Half a yard of a Morris tapestry by Barbara Brockman for Moda. So it looks like tapestry, but it's fabric, obviously, for quilting. It's just designed to look like, so that's like fat quarter size, but I'm still going to put it in my other pile. Here is some fabric with buttons on it. Definitely a background or blender fabric. It is just Moda Fabrics. So it's a background, looks like a yard. Moda Fabrics. This is a long way to go, guys. I'm probably missing tons and tons. Here's a thing of thread. It was right next to me. I just put my hand down. There's some Metler silk finish thread, and it's still got the wrapper on it, so it's brand spanking new. Like I said, there is some thread just wrapped up in stuff in here because when I dumped it out, it was like stuck on everything. So there's a little tiny spool of thread. I call them tiny because they literally are tiny spools of thread. I'm going to read some comments for a second. Found an online source. Okay, I saw that one. Facebook Marketplace. That's correct. Hi, Beverly. Moda Maywood. Great fabric line. Yes. Let's see. When Nextdoor. I was on Nextdoor. I am on Nextdoor, but I've never ever seen fabric on there. Most people are just on there complaining, at least where I live. Mary says time to go swimming, catch later. Okay, Mary. I'm going to be doing it soon too today because I really need to get in the pool. Tiffany, do you like dragonflies? Yes, I actually have one tattooed on me right here. Dragonfly. I like dragonflies and I love butterflies. Butterflies I love over dragonflies, but I like dragonflies and butterflies. Hi, Jessie from Scottsdale. Welcome. Fairly new sub here. Awesome. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hi, Katrina. Let's see. Rowena says, I have that pinwheel template. Is it fun? Is it a fun template? Because you know me, I like to have fun when I make things. Same here, all complaining all the time. Yeah, I don't really look for sale stuff on there. I just mainly read about local news type stuff on my Nextdoor app. Some more paper pattern stuff, I know. All right, here we go. Feels like a flannel. It doesn't feel like a flannel. It feels like a flannel. It's soft like flannel. It doesn't feel like flannel, but it feels like flannel. It just says not intended for sleepwear. MBT, whatever company is MBT initials. So there is 1 yard and almost 2 yards. So it's pretty close to a 2 yard cut of this almost flannel. It feels flannel. It probably is flannel. It's just that the company makes a different kind of flannel than some people do. So there's that. It's flowers and greens. Let's just throw that over there. More dragonflies. Well, we already know this is blank quilting. Here is dragonflies and pinks and purples and greens with gold accents. I don't like the gold accents, but it is so pretty. It's great with the background. That's why. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Oh, I love it. It's so bright and shiny. Bright and shiny. I actually have both sides of that template. Yes, fun to use. Okay, hi Christine. It might brushed cotton. Well, whatever it is, I'll use it. I'll have to try to remember brushed cotton. Here is some, looks like strips were cut. Looks like she wrote 4, so they're probably 4 inches. 4.5, yep, she wrote. So she wrote the inches. I'll just turn them into squares probably, or put them in my strip. Oh, this is awesome. I like old cars. It's old cars. It's a panel of old cars. Look at that. Who designs this? Hold on, let me look at Exclusively Quilters. Vintage Cars by Exclusively Quilters. Ooh, look at that. So cool. This will make awesome wall hanging. Such an awesome wall hanging. Alright. Let's put that in panels. Where did I put panels? Panels was its own pile. Where was it? Oh, behind me. Panels was behind me. Here is half a yard-ish of Eastern Accents by Hoffman International Fabrics. So it's kind of got some shiny to it, some shiny textures. That's a half a yard pile. Chickens? Chickens, anybody? Chickens? Bok, 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 bok. 1 yard of some chicken that has words on it. Don't even ask me to read this stuff because I can't read it. Nope, can't read that. Can't read that. Poly, whatever. Maybe it says the chicken. Who knows? All right, so there's a yard of some chickens. Never know what I can do with chickens. Here's some scraps. Obviously, it looks like somebody tried to cut out. Almost looks like somebody tried to cut out an apron out of some grunge or something. Yep, this is grunge. So I'll just throw this with my scrap pile because I just cut all this stuff up. All right, what we got here? Some more. Yeah, this got to be that brushed cotton stuff that you just said, because that's what this is. This feels exactly like it. So this looks like a yardish. It's a little bit more than a yard. It's probably like 3 inches more than a yard. Something Maywood Studios. So it's Willow Berry Wintry by Maywood. Willowberry Lane. Okay. Maywood Studio. Okay. Sorry. I was reading too fast. So there's about a yard and a few inches of that. Let's get the stuff that's next to me. It looks like scraps. So here's some scraps. Frustrating scraps, but I will iron it and cut it all up. But it's cute. Definitely cute. So I'll get some squares out of this. I'm not even gonna, just gonna kind of, there, it's out of the way. Here is some actual flannel, really soft flannel, and this is adorable. This has, it looks like Papa Bear and Baby Bear playing with bears, fishing bears. So there's a little bit more than a yard here of some fishing bears. They're so adorable. Let's see if I can tell you the line. Blueberry Hill, Teresa Kogut by Sal Imports. I probably said that wrong, but so there's that, and that's definitely flannel. I could tell. Let's see. Ooh, we got some strings. Some more strings. I saw lots of strings when I was bagging all this up. So there's just strings upon strings. So lots and lots of strings. Some of them have pins in them, so I'm not sure. I'll have to make sure that I get all that out. All right, so that can just go in my whatever pile. Here is a opened spool of, that has thread everywhere. I'm gonna roll that around there, of some Mettler polyester. I have no idea, but it's a gray. When someone says what color, they say color 725, but I don't know who buys Mettler and really want to know, but whatever. It goes with the thread pile. Here's some more strings with, she must have been trying to put sets together maybe, because there's pins in a lot of it and they're grouped. So here is some pieced pieces, which I'll just cut down into something. Pre-cut out little, what is that? It's an ant. No? Is it an ant? I don't know what kind of bug that is. It's an ant playing with a cherry and a pineapple piece. What is this one? Ants. More ants. Yep, they're ants. They're ants. Mama ants in the kitchen. And it looks like the panel had hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and french fries on it originally. Oh, here's a papa ant, I think. And carrying a potato chip. These are kind of cute. I don't know what I can incorporate them in. Maybe a bag or something. like a grocery store bag. Here's a french fry ant. Little brother ant is getting high on french fries. Let's put that back with the panels. Here we got some oh no, plushy fabric. Hold on, you guys know I cannot get the word fleece. So here's some fleece that's I'm going to be making a fleece scrap quilt, so that's what is going to happen. Here's some camo fleece. Just gonna stick that behind me. Here's some more fleece. It's all fleece. I think this is something. Oh, what is this even? Somebody was making something. They're little pouches that aren't full. They're little sewn. Here's a finger hole right here. I don't know what they were for. I'll just stick those behind me. Here's more. Here's some more of this like brushed cotton, I guess. Not very much shadow play from Maywood Studio. That's what that other one was. So I guess maybe there's a whole entire color collection of shadow play of brushed cotton. I'm just gonna stick that over there, and I got more thread all over me. Okay, here we go. Let's see how much is spread. Mettler silk finish. So here's another gray color. These I can use up for piecing. They're cotton, they're just, it says silk finish. Okay, this one is everywhere. I'm gonna break that. Dual duty all-purpose thread coat is Clark. It doesn't even say coats, it's just Clark. It's a brown. These I use up for piecing and stuff. Oh my god, it's everywhere. All right, here's some more strings. Yeah, she is definitely doing something because they're all pinned. Here's another grouping and another grouping. So I'm definitely gonna have to be careful because of the pins. Here's some more of that. Here's some more little scraps. I'm just gonna throw in my little scrap pile, more little scraps. Here we have a tangle of thread. Again, I told you this was, oh, that's because the thread is undoing itself right here. A pink Coats cotton. Again, I'm just gonna use most of this up just piecing because I don't know how old it is. Oh, and I do have to say, I did get lucky. This was a non-smoker's pile. When I first smelt it, when I went over there, it smells just like it's been sitting in a garage in a box. There's no scent, there's no perfume to it. It doesn't stink at all. It just smells like it's been sitting in a tub in the garage because that's where it was. So yeah, it doesn't have a scent, which is good because I 100% cannot stand getting cigarette fabric. Unfortunately, it really, really screws with me. I wash it when I do, but I have to be careful because the smells, once I get into a coughing fit, they don't stop. So here is about 2 yards of some fleece. This is gonna make perfect pajama pants for me with my pajama pants book. It's got paw prints and they're so soft in the winter time. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful in the winter. I'm gonna make some pajama pants. I'm just gonna put that back there because that's the only piece I could see of that. A star sampler pattern. I'm just gonna throw that over there. A big huge pile of thread. We got first choice boxers for kids. I'm gonna make some boxers. I can make CJ some boxers. He's skinny enough to fit a size 12. Holy moly. For a size 12 in boys, you need 1 yard of fabric to make a pair of boxers. Seems like a lot of fabric for one pair of boxers. No wonder boxers are so expensive. All right, moving on. Let's stretch me legs. Somebody most likely purchased the Moda roll. I'm just gonna throw that away. We've got a star print here. There's lots. Let's see if I can open it to the side that the selvage is on. We got 2 yards of the whole country. Oh no. Yeah, it says country. The whole country caboodle by Leanne Anderson from Northwood's collection for fabrics by Spectrix. Some of these I've never heard of. Like I said, I'm not really good with fabric brands. Oh, I mean, I know the basics, Andover, Maywood's, you know, Moda, so on and so forth, but some of the random ones I don't. So here's some stars with red in the middle of the stars. So there's 2 yards there. Let me read some comments because I need to stretch my back, and this thread is literally everywhere, and I bet you CJ just vacuumed my room. And plus I got to pull some of this pile next to me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, give me a second. Oh. Okay, my back hurts so bad. Choosing to sit on the floor was not a smart idea, I guess. All right, let's bring some more of this closer to me. All right, let me read some comments and take a drink of water. Okay, I was at Christine. Okay, she said bright brush cotton. Okay, I remember that. I actually have both sides of that template, fun to use. Okay. Sizes, not sides. Okay, I figured it was probably something weird because it looked one-sided to me. Terry loves the dragonflies. I wish we had store like, oh, you guys get. If this is not from a store, this is from searching Facebook groups and scouring the internet for local deals. So you just got to find deals. You got to spend a lot of time online, which I do. Let's see, the car panel, right? Isn't that awesome? Let's see, Christine likes the gray stripes. Walmart had no fabric. Well, this is not Walmart, so that was a plus. This is just me getting a deal. Maybe it says Polos. That might be chicken in Spanish. You know, it looks like it, but it's wrote in hand or cursive writing, so that's probably why I can't in the chicken fabric. Hi Cherie, coming in late. Where the new scrap stash? Well, a lot of it's yardage. Just so far, it's just a very small amount of scraps. But then I'm not even halfway through this. I was scouring the internet. I search all Facebook groups. I search Craigslist. Well, this was a Marketplace find. I just went on Marketplace last night because I couldn't sleep. And I messaged this person at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is probably, they didn't even get it till this morning, but she responded. She didn't get mad that I messaged her at 4 in the morning because some people turn their phones off or their Facebooks and stuff. So Yeah, she messaged me back this morning. Some of it had sold by the time I got there, it had sold, but the person didn't buy all of it. I got the bulk of it for $60. If I would have waited, or if I would have gone earlier, I probably would have got the layer cakes, jelly rolls, charm squares, and so on and so forth that she had. She said she had a lot of it, but then I probably would have spent a little bit more because the price tags were still on all of that, she said. So separating it, I guess, is why she got more. But I got the yardage part, and I could make my own jelly rolls and so on and so forth. So to me, that's a positive. So, and it's always good to have border fabric and such available. I'm definitely an online deal shopper. Because I do what I do here and use a lot of my fabric up, and I need borders, and I need this, and I need a square of that color because my layer cake piece was messed up and it was cut in half accidentally, or missing a piece, because that happens. I need fillers, I need this, I need that, I need, you know, whatever. So this is helps me build so that I can make for you guys. About 3 month hubby's going to get a new defibrillator put in. Oh, well, that's good though, because those things shouldn't go bad. If it's La Poulette, it's French, the chicken. Well, then that is what it most likely says. I'm really, now that you guys are right here, LAPO, and it says, it looks like it's ULE. What, how did you spell that? The French, LAPOULE. There's no T at the end of it. Then it's COG, LECOG, LeCog. PA, no, that's not a P. Maybe it's a J. ASSE ESTTONJONNA MERLLE. I'm terrible at trying to read stuff like this. Whatever, it says chicken. It says chicken fabric. It says chop and put me in something. Let's see. Brushed cotton is like flannel, but not as thick. Yeah, this is not as thick. It doesn't as thick. I could probably just make something out of all this brushed cotton stuff. And there's probably going to be more, because if there was already 2, 3, 4 big chunks, then obviously there's going to be more. Hi, Jim. Thank you guys for reminding everybody that's joining where I found my deals. Or deal, because this is just a one deal, and I'm showing you guys the whole thing. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it, because I was so excited. I was like, let's just go on here. Christine, love your hair. It looks awesome. It's a disaster right now. I was outside sweating and stuff, so but thank you. I like it, sort of. I'm not used to it yet, and this on my face right here is actually making my forehead itch really bad. So I gotta keep it moved back or flung back. I shouldn't have cut it so close on my face like that. I haven't had bangs in a long time, so Metler is good thread. Okay. And I spoiled myself today and got a sub. Oh, don't make me hungry. I'm already starving. Cute mug rugs and cool looking, aren't they, Jim? Hi, Linda. I like Metler. Well, I'll be using it. Awesome that you found that. Man, what a large haul. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even halfway through, guys. Far out, fantastic. Oh, you have good variety here. I love Moda fabric. That's great. Wow, good find marketplace around here. Sellers want new prices for even cutoffs. Yeah, I look for estates. Okay, my main search is estate sales, death in the family. I know it's so sad, but everybody dies. I look for ones that say mother died, must sell all at once, or I look for the ones that people spell words wrong, like postings. If they spell fabric wrong, it means it was their families and they have no idea what's available. I look for those kind of things. If you want me to tell you, I profile too young people. If the profile picture is of a young person, I profile them, because most people younger than me, a lot of people my age don't even do it, but most people younger than me don't know about quilting. They have no idea. They probably never even stepped foot into the Walmart fabric department, and that's cheap quilting, which is my style, cheap quilting. But they don't know what they get this stuff from their families, or maybe a friend cleaned out the garage and they said, here, you can have everything for helping me, and it's boxes and totes and boxes of fabric, and they have no idea what to do with it. Those are the things I look for. So for a young picture in the face, misspelled words, I look for things like that. Today was just, the mother went blind and she can't sew anymore, so I just went in and scooped it all, well, most of it up. But yeah, so I got lucky. And I also look at price, because if they put $1, that means if their price is $1, like on Marketplace or any of the groups, if it just says $1, that means they're willing to negotiate. Okay, if their price says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that means they want a lot of money. See, so I look for specific things. I'm getting used to it over the last couple years, and having to shop this way, I look for specific ways people sell. If they're actually posting $35 for one specific thing, their mind is set. They want $35 for that 4 yards of fabric that was left over from a Joann's sale 5 years ago. You know, just, you got to watch those things. So let's keep going, because I'll just talk forever. I could have been talking and showing, but it's hard to read the tags because I want you guys to know these kind of things. Arbor Hills by Sentimental Studios for Moda. So that's pretty. It's a fall type, definitely pretty. With the leaves. So there's about more than a half a yard there. Something that I have been needing. Tags. Quilt tags. Quilt tags with quilts. Little quilt blocks. Quilt tags. Oh, look at that. Oh, you guys definitely need to know who makes this. Thimbleberries Club 2005 Circle of Love. So this is old for RJR Fabrics. This is old from 2005, but I'm pretty sure you could still find it on Etsy or something, but it's Circle of Love. Look at that, quilts tags, and look at that, not just one, but two. This is awesome, because I'm using those little sewing machine tags. I have little tags that have sewing machines on them, and some of them have a piece of clothing or the clothing mannequin next to it, so it's like, this quilt is not clothing, it doesn't need this. So here is the Circle of Love for RJR Fabric quilt tags. So I'm pretty sure you guys can still find these. And like I said, if you see anything that I have shown here today, and you must absolutely have it, and obviously I don't have enough of it to sell to, but you, oh my God, need it for your quilt. The reason why I'm telling you the names of everything is so that you can go over to Etsy and or Amazon and or eBay and or anywhere on the internet, because it's a big wonderful world out there on the internet, and look these type things up and find, I'm gonna put this with panels, and find these items if you need a certain amount of yardage. I can tell you right off the bat, this is Kimberly Polson, Robert Kaufman, Country Orchard. So more chickens. I'm assuming that this lady liked her chickens, or loved her chickens, because here is another yard of chickens. 100 directional chickens at that. So here's that. And is this that damask looking thing? So here is more of this damask one that has a paper and a scrapple crumb in it. Yeah, hemming, whatever I said it was earlier. Hemming house for Moda. So here's another yard of that. I'm going to put those together because when I bolt it up, I will be bolting it together. Not bolting it, but my little bolts that I do. Either way, it's considered bolted up. I'm going to move that out of my way. And if you're missing anything, you can always go back and watch the beginning of the video. All right, we got some Who Knows by Who Knows. Shadow Play by Maywood Studio. Wait, those other ones were shadow play, but those were brushed cotton. This is not brushed cotton. This is just a regular cotton, and it looks to me like there are quite a bit on here. Yard and a half right here. Folding like I needed it to, but there's about a yard and a half here. Why doesn't that look like a 44-inch piece of fabric? Maybe it's just because it needs to be pressed. I have no idea. It doesn't look bolt size, but it probably is. I haven't put this in front of me now so I can see. Do I dare say orange? What's orange? What's orange? Orange. Did I just have something orange? You can get marketplace. Okay, I already read that. Based on French chicken dishes based on high school French many moons ago. Ah, okay. Awesome tags, right, Beverly? Definitely, definitely. It's nice to, I like to tag all my quilts, and sometimes, most times I put corner tags, but I like to sometimes put, now that I can hand sew on a tag with more information, which I can add to those kind of tags. Well done for being a bargain hunter. I shop the same way. That is why I have for years worth of shampoo and toothpaste, not all that stuff. Jackpot, definitely. How will you organize and store this? Well, I start by pressing everything, seeing how much is there, anything. That's why I'm sorting now. 1 yard or more is in one pile. I got that brushed cotton in another pile. That pre-made quilt. The books are in one pile. The papers are in one pile. Little scraps and strings and strips are in one pile. Oops, this was supposed to go in the yardage pile. I got fat quarter pile, stuff I will pre-cut pile, patterns pile, and my panels are behind me pile. And I'll press everything, and everything has a place in here. I keep half yards in one area, yardage, anything that's 1 yard or more goes on a bolt. All strips and scraps go in my strips and scraps bin, and the scraps get pressed and I trim them, cut them all up into my other bins, which is in a storage and organization video that I cannot add to this video like everybody else does, because I don't even know how to do that. I didn't even know I can do that. I guess I've maybe edited on YouTube, but yeah. I have a scraps and organization video, probably about, I did a reorganizing one just like 3 months ago, maybe, because I was just in here cutting. But an actual full-on how I organize and so on is like 6 months ago. Don't quote me on that. Just go through my videos. It should be there to just say how I organize my scraps. Here's the border print scrap. I'm just gonna throw this in panels because it's kind of a panel. So here's the print that's Christmassy. This is what it is, but in full. If you're curious, it is Snowy Wonderland by Whimsical for Red Rooster Fabrics. See, I would have never guessed that because I don't even know. And this isn't quite a yard. It says snowman. Snowman, we can build a snowman. Oh, it says we can build a snowman over and over again. So it's a holiday border print. I'm going to stick it with panels though, because I keep border type stuff and panels all in one area. All right, we have this beauty. Ooh, this is kind of really cool because it's like a rustic copper, but lighter in a yellow tone. Horrible with color, right? I can't explain it, but you guys see it on the screen differently. It is Pompelli by Zoo Zimpkin for Clothworks, an individual consumption company. So there's a yard here of that. So that's cool. We got not quite a yard of Winsome by Nancy Halverson for Benertex. So it's kind of, I don't know how well you guys can tell, but it has little brown leafies and some off-white, and the background is really, really, really tight chicken wire. Like, it's really tight chicken wire, and it's weaved like, hold on, there's a word for it. Zigzag. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's zigzag weave. It's so tiny. It's very tiny. it makes it look a different color than it is. So that's almost a yard. Here's just more scrap, it looks like. Yep, Moda scraps. So it's just a blue Moda scraps, and I'm just gonna stick that with my scrap pile because I will chop it down into 2.5 inch strips, which for those of you who've seen my scrapping organization, I have a huge tub with almost 1,000 2.5 inch strips in it. That's a lot of 2.5 inch strips. I actually did a giveaway on guess how many strips that had in it. Here is 1.5 yards of Christmas in Your Heart by Robin Betterly, South Seamports fabrics. So it's just blue with yellow gold stars. It looks gold. They look gold. Gold stars. Some batting with some fabric. It looks like somebody wanted to do some piecing. I just actually, nope, there's nothing sticky on it. We will separate that and put the batting in my batting. We've got a pretty blue, there's a yard here with some flowers. This is daisies, it looks like, is the word for it. I can't read that with it hanging. Wendy Bentley for Timeless Treasures Fabrics. So it's Timeless Treasures, Wendy Bentley. It's just little daisies with some leaves. This one does have a scent. Now that it's flown past me, it's this one. It smells like, it almost has like a little bit of a musk. Like this one was in the bottom of the box. That's what this one smells like, the bottom of the box. Like they had mothballs, maybe? Mothballs that were in the box, maybe? We put mothballs in my garage all the time, but I don't know if we don't put them in my fabric. I don't know if the smell stays smelly if it's been in the fabric, because I don't put them in my fabric. Here is a yard of, this is pretty. It's like a swirly gig, but not, you can see the swirls up close. It is Civil War Crossings by Barbara Brackman, Swan 1850-1880 for Moda. Wow, really? They put the dates on them for the Civil War fabrics? Interesting, because they're reproductions. So that's really nice. I never actually paid attention to the selvage on reproduction prints. I didn't know that they put dates on them. Here is a print that is geometric. Looks like we got 1 3/4 yards of a pink with black. And I can tell you who it is. It is Quilt Diva by Amy Bradley Designs for Moda. So it's hanging squares, pretty much, is what it looks like. So there's that. And right now, I can tell you because it's sitting on the top, here is a purple version. It was just like right there, so I was able to grab it. And it looks like there's a yard here. So here's the purple version and the pink version. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what I would, this would probably be borders, I guess. Right here on the top, here's something I can tell you right now that I will never use. I guess I'll have to put some stuff in my Etsy shop. Here is, and I'm not even going to tell you the designer because I really don't care. Nothing against the schools. Oregon State University, so the Bears. I will never use it because it is, I don't use stuff like this, so I'll probably sell it because I have other ones that are in the garage. I've showed you guys that I have. I should list some stuff in my Etsy shop, make a couple extra bucks to afford to do this again. Here is, ooh, this is really nice. I've never seen a panel like this. I'm going to read the word first. Wall Hanging Bird Sanctuary, Wild Wings by Rosemary Millette for Springs Creative Group. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm looking at the back side, but I can tell it's very pretty, very, very pretty. And I don't know if I'm even far enough back for you guys to see the whole thing, because, oh yeah, it's perfect. So there's that. This I can make something out of pretty quick and easy. Make a nice wall hanging out of it or something. Or save it in case somebody wants me to make something out of it. All right, here we go. Pressing and starching my de-stash scrap bag from So Yeah. Ooh, fun. That's what I'm doing with all this. Solid for Moda. So here is just a Moda solid, and it's not quite a fat quarter's worth, but I'm going to put it in the, I'll cut it up pile, or I might just press it and put it in my not quite fat quarter, put it together because it's really pretty pile. Sometimes I put stuff in that not quite ready to chop it up pile. Here is not fully a yard. This is not fully a yard, I can tell. Of Holly, you know, reading upside down is really hard. Holly Holderman, Frosted Dots, Lake House Dry Goods. I'm gonna have to Google that because I buy from Marshall Dry Goods. I wonder if Lake House Dry Goods still exists, because it seems like it sounds like a name of a fabric company that might be more inexpensive for people like me. So it's not quite a yard, but I'm going to put it in the yard pile anyway. Here is the other print of it. Aha. So somebody, she wrote on here that these were going to be rails. So these were going to be rails probably for a rail fence. So it says rail 1 2/3 yard and 2/3 yard for rail 3. So here's what she was choosing. This one's a different name though. Dottie by P&B Textiles. So 2/3 of a yard. I don't go by 2/3. I go by half, quarter. So there's the purple one. I'm just gonna put that in the pile. Here is a fat quarter. It's just polka dots. I could tell because this is the way some of our shops locally actually roll their fat quarters. Actually, lots of places roll their fat quarters, but I press them out and fold them for my drawers. Here is what looks like a batik, but doesn't feel like a batik. It doesn't have the oily crisp, but it is a batik. Yep, it's a batik. There's some prints. I bought batik look-alike once from, oh my god, where did I buy it from? I ordered it online. It was a look-alike fabric. It was dyed to look like batiks, or printed to look like batiks, but it wasn't. This is a batik though. So here is green batik. There's 1 yard here, which is good because I can add this to my stash. You guys know that I love batiks, and I have a plan to make. Remember that Mariner's star that I did? Well, I have a plan to make it again in bright batik colors with black background. So I'm building a stash for the day that I do that. Here is some yellow batik. It looks like this is all just scraps that I can throw. It's already sewn together into something. I'm just gonna throw it in the batik pile anyway because I actually have a batik scrap bag too. Here is another batik. Ooh, this is pretty. Now this is crisp. This is way crisper than that other one. This is the way I'm used to them feeling. You can hear it. That's how they feel. So here is that. Isn't that so pretty? The dots on here are like a blue, and then it has the like almost a creamish orange coming through it, and a green with the splatter blue dots, and then that brownish with the burnt almost maroon color in it. So that's really pretty. That'll go in my stash, and it looks like there is more of it. Ooh, a double 2 yards. Yay. Yay me. I can't tell you who it's from because most people, as you know, batiks aren't really printed with their names on them. They don't do that when they hand dye them. Here is a started table runner. I mean, table mat, placemat. Okay. I will put that in that pile, which is a nothing pile. And I need to stretch me back. I might need to like lean in my chair maybe, or I could just hurry the hell up. All right, we have Suede by P&B Textiles. Suede, it looks like suede. There's a yard here. Now this is an orange. It is not a bright orange. It is a cream orange. It just looks bright orange on my screen. Hi, Bettina. And if I'm missing anybody that's come in, like Sharon, I probably didn't say hi to you because I don't remember saying hi, but I see you there. If I miss anybody that's coming in, I'm gonna just know I'm showing my fabrics, and anybody that's in the moderators, they know what I'm doing here, so they can fill you in. This is my $60 haul. Here is some fishing. You want me to say 2/3 of a yard? Because that's about what it is. I don't measure that way. Never have. There's no name. I can't see it, so I can't tell you, but it's fishing related, and I'm just gonna put it over there. Here's some more of it, but it looks like it's just something I can chop up. Here is some tone on tone. Really hard to tell you guys, but it's hard to look at tone on tones. This one has some swirly flowers, and it's got a swirl feather off of it, and the background is 100% filled in with like a crinkle leafy, like the lines that have the little exits off of them, so it's just a tone on tone. It is definitely just a fat quarter's worth half yard, but I say fat quarter because I only think of the bottom half size wise. Here we have Essence by Sandy Grievous for Moda. All right, let's hold it up. So there's that. There's a little bit more than a yard. This is like 4 inches bigger than a yard. I want to know how accurate I am. Oh, I'm going to give you guys my butt if I get it that way. Let's see how accurate I am. I said 3 or 4 inches bigger than a yard. I got to stretch myself anyway, so let's come up here. I'm not going to bring the camera. I'm just going to yell down to you. We got 1 yard exactly right there. Let's slide this down. 1 yard, 5.5 inches. So I am give or take like an inch off. So I'm pretty good at the measuring thing because I see a yard all the time. 90% of my purchases are 1 yard, you know, so I'm used to seeing 1 yard. Here is another batik. Ooh, this one's really pretty. Let's see how much of this one there is. It's green, very, very forest green. It goes this way. So that's about 2/3 of a yard. I hate to say it that way. I just say it's more than half a yard. Here is a panel. You guys know I've showed you my garage. I have tons of holiday stuff. I'm not really much of a holiday person, but here is a holiday panel. I believe I laughed. We've got I believe I'm Santa. I believe I'm peace. I believe I'm hope. I believe I'm dream. I believe I dream. I believe in dreams. Why am I saying I'm? From the back side, I'm reading backwards. It's I believe in. Okay, I believe in family. I believe in giving. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It's an I believe in. And it is I Believe in Santa by Nancy Halverson for Benertex. So there's that. I don't do much holiday stuff, but this one would be nice for like my mother-in-law or something, you know, to make a wall hanging for. I'm gonna sit kind of funky for a minute. All right, here's another panel. It looks like old-fashioned. It looks old-fashioned, like it's a reproduction of an old-fashioned style stuff. How do you explain that? So yeah, they definitely love chickens because there's more chickens. Well, roosters, same thing for me. All Things Good by Wendy Bentley. And then it says Wendy C. So yeah. So here's a 3-cut worth, which is whatever. So that can go with panels. I'm just going to grab here because it looks like more panel. Christmas in Your Heart, Robin. Betterly licensed for SS South Sea Imports. All right, so here is more holiday, Christmas, holiday, cheer, angels. So this is angels. Oh, and you know, where'd that fabric go? This goes together. Yep, this goes together. Yep, South Seaport. So these go together. So this panel's matching fabric is this. So what I'll do, sometimes the matching, I have some matching stuff for other panels. Sometimes I just keep those together. And I try to remember to keep them together. Here we have complimentary Bella Lou Studio for Southport. I don't think that goes with it, does it? I didn't see this. Here is some leafy, but this is Southport Studios or South Sea. That's what it says. I'm saying it wrong this whole time. South Sea Imports. So I was reading it so fast, the way it looks, it sounds like something else, but it's actually South Sea Imports. Why don't they put spaces? It would totally help me. I'm horrible with names and reading. So I'm gonna just keep this with the, I don't think it goes with this panel. So I'm just gonna put that in my, whatever that is, my fat quarter pile, which is half yard cuts. Here's some fabric and batting again. And this looks like somebody started stitching on it. So I'm just gonna throw it over there. Another batik. This one is yellow. This is really pretty. And again, it's not quite a yard, it's 2/3. Behind me, and another batik with a pin in it. I do not want to poke myself. Let's just stick it in that chair and I'll probably forget it's there. In a second, I'll stand. I gotta turn my back. I gotta like twist or something real quick. So here's a yard of a red batik. This is really pretty. I love this color red. It is definitely a really, really, really pretty. I love it. So there's that. I'm gonna stand for a second again. I'm not even done, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna put this needle up and out of the way. Oh, you can hear me cracking and popping, trying to get up. I'm gonna twist my back real quick. If you hear any popping, it's because I'm popping my back, or at least attempting to. It usually doesn't if I've been sitting like that. Nope. That was my knee. Nope, I'm not gonna get it. Okay, we're gonna try putting my legs into numbness. We're gonna skip through some fabric for a second. And we're gonna go on to right here, sitting on the top, an OmniGrid 4.5 inch ruler. It's in great condition. Looks like it was hardly even used. And the cool part is I didn't have any OmniGrid rulers. I use Fiskars because that's all I can afford is Walmart's Fiskars rulers. So I buy them from Walmart. They're actually not Walmart's Fiskars rulers. They're Fiskars, but I buy them at Walmart. So this is awesome because I've never been able to afford this brand. So here's an OmniGrid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. And this is cool. I've never actually played with them or felt with, you know, because they're always wrapped in a plastic when you feel them at the quilt shop. So it has like a grip on it. So I'm going to have to use these, and it has a grid on it too. For those that don't use these, never use these, it has a grid in the 1 3-inch corner. So that's kind of cool. And then the smaller one is fully gridded, except for the 1/2 inch, the last 1/2 inch after 4. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 8.5. Again, it has a, definitely not used very often because none of the markings are missing. It's like brand new. An 8.5 OmniGrid. And obviously you guys can't even tell, but so I've got some OmniGrid rulers finally. Those were just sitting right there on top. strip your stash apron. Here is a pattern, strip your stash apron. Ready for this, guys? The fabric is in here. Chicken. So this was a chicken lover. This is definitely a chicken lover. It has the fabric in here. It looks like the fabric. It has little hook things. It has the neck piece. And it has, I guess, what you would put on the back of your apron. So, yeah, here's a little kit for an apron. I don't even know how to close the bit. Let's close it. See if I can close it. So I'm going to keep this right here with kits. Skipping to the big stuff again, we've got quilting books. So I've got some quilting magazines. I don't buy quilting magazines because I usually can't afford them, but there was one time I was at Walmart and I was like, oh, I need this magazine because I saw this pattern and I really like it, and guess what? I never made the pattern. So we got some quilting magazines. I'm just going to throw this up there. I'm reaching for the faraway stuff before my legs go completely numb. You guys remember the Bootsy Boot wine tote that I just gave away, the pattern? Here is a boots pattern for quilt. And I saw one at the quilt show and I loved it. So I'm like super excited about this because I'm gonna make a cowboy or cowgirl boot pattern. Oh, that'd be so fun. Obviously when I get to it. Oh, here, this is gonna be fun. Check this out. A check. It's a blank check. It says void all over it. Coupons. I'm just going to throw that with papers that I'll clean up later. Throw that out of the way. Since I have my nieces and I'm into this whole clothing sewing, this is really awesome. I have not used the pattern yet. Most of you know I just kind of make whatever. The girls are going to love this. They always say princess dresses, and I'm getting in positions that I feel comfortable in. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? So I'm going to have to learn. Somebody's going to have to come here, visit me, and teach me how to do this. Because I'm for I don't know. I need to learn. So I got that one. It's cute little dress. Oh my God, the girls are going to love these if I can figure out how to make them. These are adorable. Oh, this one's so cute. This looks kind of easy. I might be able to do this one. The rest of them look like they have too many ruffles for me to figure out. Oh, this one's cute. And here is a dress and or a shirt, and pants or shorts. So this is pretty awesome. And they look new. These look like new patterns. How do you find out how old a pattern is? (2009). I guess that's not too old. They're definitely adorable. Definitely adorable. All right, let's put that with patterns. And I see talking, so I'm going to scroll back. Loves chicken, love red shoes. Ha, Christine, that's cool. Let's see. So entertaining. They make breakfast too. Yeah, right. They do. I grew up around chickens and stuff, but I don't know about the whole chicken on fabric thing. Let's see. I'll have 6 of them. I have 6. I live in a small town. We can only have 8 max. Next year I'll add. Oh, that's cool, Deborah. More chicken stuff for me. I think I have too many for my council too. I don't care. I'm a rebel. Hi, T. If you haven't noticed, I got a $60 haul today for those that are just joining. So I'm showing you pretty much every single piece, besides all the little tiny the scraps. I'm kind of just, oh, here's a scrap and throwing it over, but I'm sectioning it off, and I'm taking my time because I don't really feel very well, so I'm taking my time doing this. And I got everyone saying hi to T. Yeah, I got lucky, T. After we were done chit-chatting, at your time 3 something this morning and my time 1:45 this morning, so you were 3:45 this morning-ish. When we were finally done talking, I couldn't sleep. I had a bad night. I still haven't slept. I'm having a bad day. I was scrolling and doing my normal Facebookaholic scouring through all the, the groups and everything, and a marketplace ad popped up. And I jumped on it, but not soon enough because I missed out on the layer cakes, jelly rolls, and fat quarters, and the bundles and stuff like that. Like, they literally had charm squares and all that stuff, but that went like that. But nobody wanted the yardage. I thought that was kind of weird, so I jumped on that this morning because it was just posted last night, so I was on it. Definitely on it. So everyone's saying hi to T. I have a pattern in hats. I have made them both blocks and I love them. Awesome, Kim. I have those little dress patterns too. Okay, let's see. Garment sewing is easier than quilting. Quilting is easier. I have fun with the garment sewing, at least my attempt to. Hi, Cheryl. I was going to send them to you. Guess I don't need to now. Whatever, Cam. This is somebody's gonna have to teach me how to do it all anyway. So it looks like we're gonna spend more time on the chatting. Sherry, I'll teach you how to make a dress if you come to PA and teach me how to organize. I can't wait till I can travel, guys. I can't wait. Where did you get it? It was a local purchase. I used to sew all kinds of play clothes and play dresses. Awesome, Nita. And hi, Nita. I didn't see that you were on there. Lucky me. I do my best because I'm on a budget, guys. I'm making all these videos and using up all my stash, and it may look like I have a lot, but I actually don't. Like I explained in the beginning of the video, if you're watching, and I'll make a quick go about it. A lot of this stuff you can't just put together unless you're scrap quilting, obviously. There's a border print there. I need 5 more pieces of a blah, blah, blah color to make a block. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? They're filler colors, border prints, so on and so forth, stuff for backing. So I go through this stuff. If you haven't noticed, it circulates pretty well. I use up a lot of it, especially when it comes to anything a yard or more. My under a yard stuff, because my brain doesn't think of it that way, I don't pull it out as often, but I have been lately because I've been making scrap stuff. So yeah, but when you're on a budget and YouTube doesn't pay nothing for me to give you guys as best of quality videos as I possibly can, I definitely have to find and purchase and pay for things in a budget friendly way. And since I don't have no income of any sort, like Social Security wasn't really much income, it was supplemental income, so it helped out. Since we're kind of struggling there and blah, 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 you guys don't need to know all that again, because I've told you, I have to buy this way, and I've had to since I started. And I used to get tons of donations, but it's been a while since I've had a large donation. I did have a large donation when I first started, bigger than this amount, but for $60, I got the hookup. Whether I had the layer cakes and all that stuff in this pile or not, I still got the hookup for $60 because so far nothing has been an inexpensive brand when it comes to purchasing. Most of this stuff is $10.50 a yard or more if you were to purchase at a quilt shop or a bigger quilt place. So I got lucky on that. Yes, I do too, T. Trust me. And I still use Craigslist too. Some people think it's shady, but I still find good stuff on Craigslist too. I've been teaching my daughter-in-law how to do clothing. The hardest part is picking the fabric and reading the pattern. Yes, all the hubs. Gotta go make some supper. See you. Okay, Cherie, we'll see you. All right, I'm gonna get to some more because I'm starting to get even more pain by sitting on my feet. It was a bad idea. Swirl by Moda. So there is about one. This isn't quite 2 yards. It's definitely under 2 yards by at least 8 inches less. So there's no way that's 2 yards. It's 1 yard and 2/3. So there's that. And again, for those that are joining, the reason why I'm naming everything as if you see something and you're like, oh my God, I did a quilt and I needed to remember the name of it. Or, oh my goodness, I want to find something that looks like that. I'm giving you guys the names so that you guys can go on websites or whatever you do to find it yourself. Not saying, hey, find it yourself, because that way you can look it up. And it's 2007. This is that brushed cotton stuff, but it feels like someone starched it because it's crispy. It's a little on the crispy side. I'm just going to throw it over in that pile because it's a little on the crispy side. And I got lucky. You guys know I've told you before. I don't even know what the heck that is. I'll just throw that out of the way. I do not like, I mean, I love to purchase. If it smells like smoke or anything, I wouldn't have even done this in here. This has no smoke smell. It just smells like it's been in a garage. There's no perfume smell, which is another thing that annoys. Nothing against anybody that wears perfume or smokes in their houses. Nothing against it. It's just when I get it, it affects me. And it's not that I have allergies to it. It's that I've had this breathing problem for a while. And I didn't even know about it at first. So I thought it was kind of weird that all those things affect me. But I'm a smoker who can smell smoke. And if it's on the fabric, then obviously it needs to be washed. So I don't wash the fabric if it doesn't need to be washed. And this just smells like it's been stored in a garage, which I have tons of that myself, so it's okay. Here is about 2 yards of Willowberry Basic by Willowberry Lane and Maywood Studio. So here's another one, and it feels like brushed cotton again. So I'm gonna have enough of this cotton stuff from Maywood Studio to make myself a brushed cotton quilt. That'd be kind of cool. I've never made a brushed cotton quilt before. I made flannel, but I've never made a brushed cotton. So that's kind of nifty. So yeah, that's why I'm telling you guys the names of everything and sitting here and going through all this. Pretty in Pink style Hoffman California International Fabrics. It is fabric that says Thursday's child is full of grace, knows a woe. Friday's child is far and wise, good and gay. Gay does not mean gay as in gay people. It means gay as in gay happy. My children never understood that. Why are you calling me gay? Because you're happy, right? Because I'm not getting, yeah, it doesn't mean you're gay, people. My kids just don't know. Some people just don't know. So it's a bunch of little words. Born on the Sabbath, days of the week. So that's kind of cute. That'll definitely be something cute to throw in. Since it's directional, it'll probably just go great in like a little border on a child's quilt, especially since it has rainbows on it. And that's not quite a yard. Here is, looks like a panel. I will never use them, but when my kids were little, I've always wanted to do one. It looks like we have 2 panels here that are advent calendars. When my kids were little, I wanted to get an advent calendar for as they grew up. And then when I started quilting, I realized, oh yeah, there's advent calendars on fabric that you can make, because I started seeing the posted pictures of quilts, and yeah. So it looks like I have some advent calendar, and I'll tell you who it's made by in case you guys are interested. Angel Advent Calendar, the Henley Studio Makeover UK. Interesting. So they're Angel Advent Calendars. I don't know how you really put the Advent calendars together because I've never done one, but yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, there's not even a pet smell to any of this, so I don't think they had pets because I don't smell pets. I have gotten fabric where I smell pets, and nothing against pets either, but again, I hate when I have to explain this because it sounds rude to some people, but it's not. When you let your animal all over your fabric and stuff, and then you give it to somebody else, and it's not washed or something, that, or somebody purchases it, some people have pet allergies. I do not have pet allergies, but I'm suffering from an issue that everything bothers me. So if it sits in here and sets in, that smell that scent, it turns into a wet dog smell or a wet cat smell, which is not very pleasing. All of you that have animals know it is not a pleasing scent. If it's been stored in a garage and it has pet smell and you live in a humid environment, it's going to smell like wet animal. So you got to think of those things. You know, that's why those people that purchase fabrics and stuff or sell them put pet friendly home in their ads, or smoke free friendly, or no pets, or pet free. They write those kind of things in their ads. And in the beginning of this video, I explain what I look for in those kind of ads, how I look for ads and how particular I am to find the right deals. So here's just a bunch of scraps that's going in my scrap pile. Here's another just funky piece that might be, no, it's not a fat quarter. It's bigger than, but it's just going to go in my, I'm going to cut it up pile because I really have a big pile going here. But yeah, I keep my stuff as pet free as possible. I have a thumper, so when I write ads for selling my quilts, pet friendly home, or kitty cat friendly is what I put. But he doesn't really come in here unless I pick him up and physically bring him in here. And even then, it's just to show you guys, honestly. He has come in here before. He used to dig at, when my daughter had this room, there's a little black floor, like nail polish or something. He used to dig at that. He used to think it was a bug. But I put the chair here, and ever since then, every time he comes in here, he doesn't see the little black spot, so he leaves the room pretty darn quick. I don't know what this is. This is not that brushed cotton. This is something even different. This is Timberline by Joanne Statz and Lori McAllister for P&J Textiles, or P&B. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. It doesn't feel right. It feels weird. I don't know if I would put this in a quilt unless it's just scrap thrown in. It doesn't feel like brushed cotton though. It feels like it's just textured or something. I don't know, but it's whatever. It's a small piece anyway. Here must be a fat quarter because the sticker is melted onto it. And it was a fat quarter that cost 99 cents. If only, right? Where can you find fat quarters for 99 cents besides Walmart have the 98 cents fat quarters? So here's a Q. This one has actually some writing. It's a Benner text. It's Kimiko's watercolors. That's pretty. Yeah, can't find fat quarters for that unless you go to Walmart and they're 97 cents. So here's another fat quarter. I'm not even going to start taking these apart. I'm just throw it out of the way. Here is some scrap. But on my conversation about all that, you know, pets and smoking and stuff like that, I mean, everybody does their own thing in their own homes, but just remember, if you're going to sell your fabric like on Etsy or eBay or Amazon and stuff, make sure that you tell people those kind of things, or even on Facebook and stuff. Make sure you list in your ads, because there's people like me who need to know, just because. So just it saves me a trip of going to buy fabric when I know I'm going to have to wash it all, like seriously, soak it in vinegar for like 3 days to kind of wash it all, because it takes even more than that. But this is something Fabric Presents Backyard Beauty by Betty Cotton. This feels like a Joann's kind of deal here, and it's not very much, so I'm just going to put it in the small pile. I don't even know which is attached to. It's like a whatever. More strings, more flannel, more scraps that looks like it was being cut out for applique, because that was the stuff. So this is just going to go in my, I'm going to press it and then cut it all pre-cut spin. Ooh, another panel that is chickens. Oh my goodness, this was definitely a chicken lover. Oh, it's an apron panel too. So here's an apron panel for a chicken apron. Bak, bak. Let's go make some eggs in our chicken apron. But again, all these opinions I give you, these are my own personal opinions, and I actually have some of this. Where is I actually have some of this already. It's corn. colored corn. And if you're curious about the line, it is an Andover print. It doesn't have the full name. Glen, something Glen by Kim Schaefer for Andover. Yeah, the corn one. And I have some in wherever I put my food fabric. It's not fully a yard, but I'm going to stick it in the, it's going in my food fabric pile anyway. Here's some more. Yeah, this person definitely was gonna string piece something, because here's more, and they have pins in it, so I gotta remember to take all the pins out later. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going chicken crazy here, guys, and I'm pretty sure these are gonna be all the same lines as before. Kimberly Paulson for Robert Kaufman. So here's some chickens. All right, we're just gonna quickly go through the chickens because it's chickens, and there's so much of it. Chicken scrap. Big piece of directional chicken and rooster. Yeah. Fabric. Don't know who it's from or anything because there's no salvage on that, and I'm just gonna throw that in that pile because that's not a pile. All right, here we go. Okay, come on, full line. Eastern Accents by Hoffman, California. So we got about 1.5 yards. So that's pretty. It's brown with blue on it. Okay, so I gotta scroll back because it went pretty far. Everyone's okay. There's still some more good morning teas. Okay, I missed the last comment was the hubby's gotta feed the hubby. All right, Brenda got her first Marshall Dry Goods order. Love it. Yeah, isn't that amazing? I love shopping on Marshall Dry Goods. Absolutely love it. And if you buy by the bolt, it's cheap, even with paying for the shipping to ship the by the bolts. That's why I love buying on, especially the 108 fabric. It's actually cheaper to buy, still cheaper than it is by the yard from the same company to buy by the bolt and pay the $25 shipping fee. And that is for shipping multiple yardage or multiple bolts. Here is 2 yards because this is folded in half. It is Eastern Accents, so this goes with that other one by Hoffman International. So I will definitely have this on the shelf next to the other one. So this goes with that. I love it when I get fabric lines. It's always awesome to get the designer's lines, multiple pieces. Here's more papers. A started 4 patch, some more papers. Oh look, a quilt cheat sheet. I had one of these hanging on the wall. I don't know what happened to it actually. Here is some more brushed cotton. I'm going to try to read these. Uh-oh, I'm spooling. Oh, it should be better by now. Nice. I'm so happy for you, Tiff. Looks like you hit the mother lode. This is so much fun watching. It's so much fun touching and playing. Here's some more brushed cotton. Here's about this 2 yards. It is designed and produced exclusively for Joann's. So it's a Joann's line. But I'm definitely just going to add it to the pile and make a 100% brushed cotton quilt because this is there's plenty of it here now, and I can definitely come up with something with it all. Doesn't need to be now, but in the future. And I'll just put it all together. All right, this is going to be quite a bit. So this is a Benertex line. I'm going to read it before I open it. It is Paris Cats for Benertex. Paris Cats. So let's see what we got going on here. We got 1, 2 yards of this. So it's like a pinkish rose color with a darker maroony rose color, and then the little white flowers with they got like a green tint in the white flowers. Some of them are green, some of them are purple. They're a little bit mixed, so this is really pretty. I feel like a So Yeah Guys, except I'm actually opening it all up so you can see what I got, but I feel like them right now when they hold it up. This is what, and trying to describe the color. Oh, it's like a pinkish, it's for kids, you know, like, That's what it's making me feel like sitting here doing this. Here looks like a little scrap of some dump truck fabric. I'm just gonna throw that in scraps. Here's the bag that I dumped out. Here's another string. Here's some more brushed cotton. Actually, this feels more flannelly. This feels more flannelly, but it's not. It's definitely the brushed cotton because the back is even different. I cannot tell you who it is yet because that piece did not have salvage on it. So there's some scraps of it, and it looks like this must have been backing fabric because this is cut off like backing fabric is usually. But it is Cozy Cabin Flannel, so it is flannel by Holly Taylor. This is for Moda. It is definitely a not so plushy flannel. Like most of the flannels I've been buying are a little bit more plushy than this. This is more brushed cotton feeling. So definitely was a quilt bottom though, you can tell. Because there's the quilt back, I mean, because there's two pieces and they're cut off at about different lengths. So this was quilt backing and this must have been the sides. Either way, it's going to go all into one thing. All right, so here we have, this is probably all going to be fat quarters maybe. Let's see if I'm lucky enough for it to be fat quarters. Oh yeah, so we have fat quarters, and I press them and fold them a certain way so that I can store my fat quarters differently than everyone else, because remember, I'm OCD, really OCD about the storage of my pre-cuts and fat quarters and whatnot. Here is a little bit more than a half a yard of Star of Wonder by Nancy Halverson for Benartex. So this won't get cut up completely. This will just go in the almost a yard pile, a yard or more. Here's some RJR fabrics. It's a quarter yard, which will just go in my pile. Ooh, this kind of looks like the fabric that is the dragonflies. Almost. It's the same colors as the dragonflies. I'm wondering if it goes with the dragonflies. It is Quilting company, so this goes with the dragonflies. And the other piece. I'm trying to like pull them out. So here's the dragonflies and the other piece. It's the same company, same colors and everything. So, yep, Blank Quilting. So this is going to go with that. I'm going to keep all these like next to each other whenever I put them away. That way I have the, like, I try to keep things somewhat together. If you haven't noticed. All right. I'm going to pull, let's pull more of this next to me. Up, more thread. It's just some Coats or Clark Coats. It's Coats on its own. Here is another fat quarter. I'm not going to bother opening it. Here is probably almost a fat quarter's worth, but not really. I'm just going to throw it in my probably will cut up pile. Here's some stones. So it's about a quarter of fabric right here. It just looks like stones. That might be cool for something. I don't know. Here's grainy grass, maybe? I can't tell, but there's half a yard here. Essentials, Joe Maloof for Wilmington prints. I almost said that wrong. So it looks like it's definitely like the same reason you would put rocks in art quilts. And another little print that looks the same as that blue one. It has yellow with spirals, and there's like a quarter yard there. Here's some more scraps, it looks like, and they're pinned together, and I like these pins out the long arm. I gotta try to remember to take all these pins out. So someone tried to cut a border, it looks like. This one is Aunt Grace Classics from the collection of Judy Rothamil for Marcus Fabrics. So that's the first Marcus Fabrics we've had. This is really cute. This is going to go with my purple stash. I have been stashing up purples to make a purple quilt because purple is my favorite color. And I don't have you know, my long shelf with fabric, it's literally that wide, a couple things of fabric, a couple bolts that have like a yard or almost a yard, but it fit on the bolt thing just to keep them all together. My purples, oh, more strings. I have used something exactly like this before. I cannot tell you what it is because I cannot see what it is. Oh my goodness. So it looks like this doesn't even have a salvage thing, but let's see how much there is. There's 1, 2 yards and a little bit more than a quarter, but not yet a half. I love how I do that. So I actually take, before I bolt, you guys know this is how OCD I am. I actually put a little sticky note. I measure every single amount of yardage down to the inch. And then I put that little sticky tag on my little bolt thing before it goes on the shelf. That way I keep track of how much yardage I have for all this stuff. You had a great haul. Gotta go watch the rest later. Yep. I am so thrilled that you were able to find this. New designs on the way. Yeah. I think the ad calendar would appeal to your precise side. Yeah. Don't let any of my dogs or cat. I don't let any of my dogs or cat on the fabric. Yeah, I don't. I fully understand the smell thing. I react very strongly to chemical smells. I can even have a severe allergic reaction to smells. See, and that's why, I mean, I don't care what you do in your quilting space for all of you who, I mean, it's none of my business, honestly. And I'm not wronging you for it because I do have a pet, and I'm not wronging you for it because I'm a smoker. I just don't do it in my quilting space. I don't do it on my quilting stuff because you never know who's going to get it. And then what if it goes to somebody specific, and then, like, we're going to use a baby, for example. If it goes to a baby, someone just had a grandkid, and you go to give it and they open the box and it really has a strong odor from that specific pet or smoke or whatever it is. Like, again, it's your business, but what if that family member, they don't want to say anything because they love you so much and they're very grateful, but they don't use that quilt or that item of whatever you made for them, and they never use it, and you go to their house next time, and the only reason why they drag it out is to make you feel good because you made it and make you think that they're using it, but they're really not, because they cannot get the odor out because they don't know, like us, how to wash it correctly to get those odors out. You get where I'm going here? To me, it's a respect thing for other people, you know, and other people's I sell my quilts when I'm done making them, or at least I attempt to sell them all. And then I long arm for other people. So, and I do lots of custom quilts, more custom quilts than I sell of the other quilts. So I try to be mindful of all those things. I don't smoke when I'm long arming in the garage. There have been winters that has been very cold that I do smoke at the doorway of the garage. There's a fat quarter, by the way. But I do not at all smoke when there's a long arm in my garage. I hang out the door, or I just don't smoke. So I try to be mindful of other people's, other people could have an issue, and I just don't want it to come from me, you know? So, and if I'm going to ever sell any of this, or my husband gets rid of it or something, if something happens to me, or if I decide I don't want to quilt anymore, nobody's going to want to buy all that kind of stuff, because they're going to have that same feeling as me. They just don't say it out loud. I'm saying it out loud because that's just my thing. I have gotten so much fabric that I've had to wash over periods of time, and it's a hassle to have to wash it all because it makes a mess in the washing machine. If you've ever had to wash yardage, especially stuff that's fraying like this, it comes apart. It frays way more, and it starts making string messes in your washing machine. It gets wrapped around the agitator, and it makes a disaster. Oh my God. It's horrible. Fabric Traditions, just says Fabric Traditions. It's brushed cotton, definitely. This one's kind of stiffer side, just like the other one. There's about 2 yards here, so that's good. I'm gonna have a lot of this to make something with. I would say on all the smells, I know I keep going on about it, but of all smells, cigarettes and perfume. Some people don't realize their perfume actually stinks. That's just me telling you right now. Your perfume stinks. I say it in the grocery store, excuse me, ma'am. Your smell is horrible. Oh, I didn't know it was that strong. I could smell it through my mask. It's that strong. Glue stick, garbage. Anyway, some people don't realize, but perfumes and smoke are the worst. Dog, you can handle, but perfume and smoke, that's the worst. And I'm a smoker, and I can tell you that out loud. This has no name, just says Liz. Liz Good is all I can see from the beginning. It's like a green and a maroon. There's only a half yard here, so I'll just go in my half yard pile. Nothing but receipt in there. I got another panel. I fully understand chemical. Okay, I read that. How do you know such a large haul before you... How did you know it was such a large haul before you decided to buy it? Oh, because she posted pictures. This person was very... is there a word for it? And I just realized this fabric goes with what I'm about to share. She posted photos, and like I said, the only thing I didn't get to purchase was the layer cakes and stuff like that. This panel was $6.45. She had layer cakes, jelly rolls, charm squares, so on and so forth, fat quarter bundles, and I didn't get any of that because it was already gone. Somebody came and got all that to start. So now I can tell you this line. Liz Goodrick Dillion for the Timeless Treasures Fabric Company. So if you guys want to look into a Santa Claus this is kind of like a hang on the chimney kind of panel almost, and it has the matching line, you know, so this probably has a whole another line of all sorts of different colors. You wouldn't have to match up if you wanted to look something like this up. So again, I'll keep those together. Here is some words. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Here we go again. She called and talked to the lady. I love Benertex fabrics. Hello from Canada. Hi, Brenda. Benertex is my favorite. I understand about the smells, tobacco, and cats. Bad reactions. I had about 50 yards given to me by a cat owner. It got longer. Here's about 1 yard. I'm trying to read the comments and read this. This actually says very inspiring words on it. Serenity, caring, peace, joyful tidings, family, friends, happiness, love, peace, so on and so forth. So this is, hold on, let's see the line, just in case. Nope, this is a totally different line. So Birds and Berries by, cannot read it, it's handwriting for Clothworks. I could try Barb Van, no, that's not, Voralati? I have no idea. And if I held it up, it would be me kind of shaky and you'd still not be able to read it, but I'm pretty sure it says Barb. Just know that it is a cloth, and I can't say it, Clothworks. Cloth, yeah, that's what I said. I have trouble with names, guys. Whew, it's horrible, horrible. So there's a yard here of that. Oh, look. Blocks. They need to be pressed, but here is a nice little pre-made little, I'm just going to throw these darn things together and have another practice quilt for my little have nothing else better to do than free motion quilt quilting. That is the first one that you have. Pretty good. Teresa, you've been a Chicks Preview Club member. June, Quilt 2 chickens. Luann, I just spent about $250 at the fabric store. Woo-wee. That's okay. I spent money the other day. This was like Scott letting me know that it was okay. We will make it. Just go ahead and get it, because I had to sneakfully in today. I was like, oh, hey, I saw that sewing machine again that I really, really liked on Facebook, because there's a sewing machine I've been watching. I want it so bad. Anyways, I was like, oh, here's the sewing machine is still available. Went down by $50. I'm not ready to pay it because I found it on eBay and Amazon and another private selling sewing machine shop for way, way less. Like $100 less than these people are trying to sell it for. And the only thing they recently done is had it serviced. So I've been holding off on it, but nobody's going to buy it because people like everyone else isn't interested. People like us that are. Here's a boutique. It's a courtyard. Definitely gonna put that in my boutique pile, which is behind me. More string. Did I tell you how much I love chickens? That's a lot of foul fabrics. I love it. You guys are making me laugh. I'm still chuckling. I have a little bit more about that. Let's see. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Wait, you guys are just really going here, Kim and Teresa. Brushed cotton, nice for girls. Oh, so I can use brushed cotton for girls' dresses? Yeah, I don't know if I would want... Okay, I gotta... The inside is different, though. Like, I don't know if I would want... Okay, this one was softer than the other one. The other one felt more like a fabric. I wouldn't have wanted that other one. I'm not going to dig down there, but remember or a little bit ago I found that one that I assumed it's brushed cotton. It felt differently on the inside. I wouldn't want that against my skin or the girls. I think that would irritate Sasha's eczema. So, oh, that was another thing that people have allergies. Some things aggravate people, so that you wouldn't want to make a quilt for them and it could get on their skin. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know if I would want that on my skin with a girl's pattern, but thanks for the idea, because the one, was it this? The one that comes with the pants, it could be made if I didn't put these little puff sleevey things on it and did the solid, no puffy sleevey thing. That could be a pajama outfit. So I wouldn't even have to make it the dress. I could make it a pajama. So that's actually a good idea. Here, this I saw when I was looking, because this was on the part of the the ad that the lady had. Red, white, and blue fabrics. So I'm not even gonna read them off, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows that you can get red, white, and blue fabrics everywhere, and this didn't even have a name anyway. So here's a blue. Here's a white on white, and inside the white is like line drawn stars where you do the whole entire star, you know. So here's a white on white. So it's looking like a little half-yard cuts of red, white, and blues. So for patriotic. So far they're all saying Moda. So, and from what I can see, they're all Moda. Yep, Moda. This person, Moda must have been their favorite. Hold on, this is smaller. So here's a little bit more than half yard. Actually, no, that's sitting the wrong way. This is a half yard. So they're all half yard cuts of Moda red, white, and blue prints. And it looks like she must have had a plan before she lost her vision, because this is yardage. So this must have been meant for borders or backing or something. So we have the Hamptons by Polly Minnick and Lori Simpson from Moda. So all this might be the same line. I'm not going to look at it all, but so there's about 1, 2, 3 yards. So there's 3 yards of this. It's striped too, so there's stripes running down. They're dotted stripes. So there's 3 yards. So this must have been a plan to make a red, white, and blue patriotic quilt or quilt of valor. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to keep that in its own separate pile, because I actually have a box of all my red, white, and blue prints. That is an empty bag. More fabric pieces. This looks like just duck. I don't know. Oh, here's another pattern. Here is a baby quilt diaper bag, bib, and oh my god, what is that called? A coat, whatever pattern. So here's a pattern. So I'm gonna put that with my pile of patterns. And more paper. Oh, here's more. There's another pattern with some fabric in it. Oh, look, it's actually a kit. It is a Lazy Girl Designs Wonder Wallet. I may need to make this for myself, and this is Moda fabric in here because I actually have that line right here. Oh, it even comes with a little Velcro thing. Yep, that's what it is. So I already have some of this, so that's actually kind of cool. I'm going to make myself, it's got the little Velcro in here. I'm going to make myself this because I need another wallet to fit my cell phone in. So I'm hoping that this might fit my cell phone or not. Maybe it'll fit credit cards in it. Whatever, I'm going to make it. That is definitely something I am going to make. Oh, I have another, some more that over there. A little ruler, J&J Fabrics. That's kind of cool. A little 3-inch ruler. That's the, where did I throw the rulers? Oh, behind me. It's probably just the little take it with you. Oh, a pair of little, ooh, I like these. You get little scissor snips. They got flowers on them. They actually feel really good. See how sharp they are. Ooh, look at that. Oh, nope, not doing it. Oh, there we go. Pew, pew. I know, don't cut stuff like that, but I didn't want to cut paper. This seemed easier, plastic, so it's one next to me too. So yeah, I got some little snaps. Here's some more fabric that looks like somebody started a pattern, maybe. I don't want to pull it all out. Yeah, it's definitely a pattern. And yeah, it's all the little pieces for a pattern and then some fabric with it. I'll have to just go through it later because I really don't know. So there's 2/3 of a yard, Dancing Bog, Sue, Pennington. I don't know what they had going on here, so I'm going to keep it in the bag just in case this was supposed to go with it. And there's little notes in here. You never know. The pattern is in here, so I'm just going to stick that aside. Yardage. Anyone want to take a guess? Anyone want to take a guess? I'll tell you what it is, and then we'll count how many yards it most likely is. Paris Cats for Bennett. Wait, there was a Paris Cats already. That's this. Look at this. I'm having all sorts of matchy-matchy stuff, and look at how, you guys see how I remember fabric stuff? Anything to do with quilting, I seem to remember. I remembered that this print was the Paris Cats. Like, is that weird that I remember that kind of stuff? I mean, it was quite a bit ago. I forget everything else. You tell me something, it's 5 minutes later, I have no idea what you just said, but I can remember fabrics and quilting and patterns, especially ones that I write. I scribble everything down and I'm like, it doesn't say that because I remember putting it together like this, and I think that in my head. So here is that to go with its matching counterpart. Anyone want to take a guess? I'm going to scroll through this until I get to that. I want to be fan club. I'm going to scroll, keep scrolling. What is that? Okay, you guys are telling a website, paid for membership, we might be getting a new motorhomes tomorrow. If we do, I'll see you soon. Oh, don't tell everybody our secret plan, Teresa. You can't tell everybody our plans. Let's see. Lisa says, who just got home from work. Hey, you guys got me during the day, which is pretty cool because I went shopping in somebody's garage today for a ton of stuff for $60. Yes, very messy. It's okay, so they guys are still talking about that. I'm scrolling down. I'm going to skip through some of this. Santa Panama Cute as an attic window. I'm kind of just breezing through. He's thinking shows around that help with fraying. Hey, okay, Lisa's just saying hi to everyone. Hi, Lisa. I just said that like 2 seconds ago, probably. Dixie Doodles, that line just released. What line just released? The one that I'm reading now? This. So if there's a line that just released, I don't know which one you're talking about, and I'll probably see it when I scroll down even further. Took a bite for you, Emerson Lane. I need to make a red, white, and blue big boy for my youngest. He has graduated to a big bed. Teresa sent an email. I don't know what that's for. Bye. Tiffany is gonna have a ball. I'm gonna have a tired time because I'm dying here. I'm not. I'm excited, so it's masking the problem that I am dying here. And I have to iron and clean up all this and cut piece. I don't have to cut it all right now. All this stuff that I turn into pre-cuts, I don't really have to do right now. Just know. But I'm so OCD that I'll have to at least clean it up and put it away. For now, I can just sit here on the floor in piles until I feel like I'm gonna do it. Great haul, 5 yards. Okay, you guys are guessing 5, guessing 7, 6, 7, turning 8, 6.5. Let's see what we got going on here. Paris cats. How much yardage? I'm not exact. I'm just doing my quilting thing that I do. So we got 1. I should work at a fabric store because I'm pretty good at this. 2. Oh my goodness. Sometimes so much like this is like 3. It's like ugh, trying to lug it. Can you imagine having to press the whole thing, getting ready for a backing? You guys that are beginners, you have no idea. It's not that bad. What was that? 3? You have no idea. And then I forgot 1, 2. Yep, I was at 3, 4. Ooh, we're getting up there. Stay. I have it on the wrong side, so it's flipping in my hand. I'm trying to keep it from falling. 5. It's either 6 full yards or it's 5 3/4. So it's very close to 6 or it's 5 3/4. The only way I would know that I'm a quarter off is the fact that I did just do this from the selvage side and not from the folded side. So this is a lot, and that's probably why this was just thrown in there and wrinkled as can be, because I'm just going to bolt this up though. There's so much here that this is just going to go on a regular bolt because I have tons of them. I'm going to try to fold it up as best as I can for now, though, at least in bolting style. So whoever said that was close to that. Here comes mine. Yes. Oh. It took me forever to go through all this. He's like, "Are you still on live?" All right. Oh my goodness. I give up. Okay, let's just throw it out of the way. I'm going to be bolting it. All right, and then, okay, I don't need that. It's just a Joann's catalog or coupons or whatever. It's probably ages old. All About Autumn craft book. All About Autumn craft book. It's just going to go with craft books. Lori's Great Outdoors. Another craft book. One more bag of stuff, and then I have finally made it through. We have Cathedral Window something. More papers. Cathedral Window. Ooh, let's see what we got here. I can tell you it's matching stuff. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, look at this, guys. This is something you'd see in a classroom. It's got the leaf with the little tiny. And then it's got the butterfly. And then it's got the caterpillar. Oh, there's a panel. And it has matching fabric. Let's see how much matching fabric there is, because you never know what you can do with matching fabric. We got a little bit more than a yard here, probably 1.25 yards. So, that. And then we got some more grass. This is what it looks like, is grass. It's just, it looks like scribbles on fabric, honestly. And we have 1 yard of scribbles on fabric. That's supposed to look like grass. So that is pretty awesome. I bet you that they got a little bit more of this so that this could be the backing, because I bet you anything. Let's see. because well, no, because here's some flannel. This was probably to be the backing. Okay, let's read who this is by, and then that can be done. So the green that looks like grass is, oh, it goes together. It's the Very Hungry Caterpillar. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. It is 2007. Eric Carlisle LLC, under license to Andover Fabrics. Andover Fabrics. So that's who does this little caterpillar thingy. So this is adorable. Oh, it's got the butterfly. That's so cute. Yes, definitely can do something with this. Okay, so I'm going to keep all of that together. I have no idea why there is a cathedral window pattern in here, but maybe it's just because everything ended up everywhere when it came to all this. So this can go with the go-together patterny stuff. Actually, I will stick it back in the bag because that way I don't... Because I will, if I make something out of it, I'll add more colors to it because that's just what I do. More borders and make it into a usable kids quilt or something. All right. Whew. I did it, guys. I went through my $60 haul with you all. All right, let's read some comments. Okay. It's already 3:48. Holy crap, I've been on here for a long time now. Yikes. Okay. You guys, did you get the email from the YouTube channel? Okay, I have no idea what you guys are talking about there. There was the guesses. I was trying to make sense of it, but I guess you can update me later, whoever, Kim or Teresa or somebody who, you know, talks to me normally. Old-fashioned way to check the yardage from the nose to the end of your bird finger is a yard. I want to kind of see how accurate that is. Let's find one of these 1-yarders. My guess on 1 yard at least. One of these. That one was 2 yards. This one's 1 yard. I'm so used to it because I see it all the time. So you said from my nose. Okay, hold on. Nose to the end of... I'm not going to give you the bird. We got to test these little old theories. Do I have a stand for this? Oh my goodness. Okay, I got to get it. So... And I buried my cell phone cord, so let's tip you guys up a little so we can theory. And yes, the light will be in my background, but that's okay. All right, from my nose. Is it the bridge of the nose or just anywhere on my nose? To the end of my middle finger. Okay, the end of my middle finger and my nose. My arm seems like I'm trying to give lots of effort. So it's almost. So let's measure it. With, where's my visible yardsticks that you guys can actually see me measuring it? Oh my goodness, there it is right there. I know I'm right in front of the camera. So here's my visible stick. Let's see how accurate I am. 1 yard and 3/4 of an inch, which is usually really generous. Fabric stores cut beyond the crinkle because of a crooked line, so it's 1 yard and 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to test my accuracy real quick. I want to know how accurate I am at this, guys. I said almost 6 yards on this. We're just going to do this real quick for shits and giggles of this video, and then I can get off of here. I don't want to step on my brand new rulers and cut them. That would not be nice. All right, here we go. Let's see my accuracy. 1, 2, 3, Oh, come on now. 4. 5. 6. Didn't I say it was more than 6? I said it was between, but it was definitely a little bit bigger. 6. 6 yards and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches exactly. So it's 6 yards and 6 inches. So I'm definitely really, really close with my eyeball measuring, but I always take an accurate measurement. And now that I already just measured that 6 yards, 6 inches, I'm going to write it down so I can show you guys how I do this. I take my little note sticky notes, 6 yards, 6 inches. That's what I put on my little tiny piece of paper, and then I grab a bolt like so, and I take my little sticky note and I put it on the bolt, and then I bolt this up on it, especially yardage like this. Anything 1 yard or less, I usually don't put on these big ones. This is for 2 or more yards. I never put, yeah, I just don't have the space for these big ones because it's kind of being hogged by other things to put the big ones, but that's how I'll do that. So I know that I'm going to be bolting this on there later, so I'm just going to put that on there now. So let's finish up these comments. I'm going to stay standing. Turn this rear light off, that way you guys aren't shining from behind me. All right. Oops. Okay. I hate to go. I need to quilt. All right, Brenda, we'll see you. The Hungry Caterpillar, nice to see you smile. I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to be in my room and lay there and watch Supernatural for the rest of the day because I'm hurting so bad, but I'm starving too. I should have just moved around while I was doing this, but it's a good thing I didn't stand the whole time because I'd probably be in more pain if I stood the whole time. Oh my God, that's right. Oh my goodness, he's a children's books writer for the Very Hungry. Now I'm putting 2 and 2 together. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. It's a book, and you know what? I think I have the book on the bookshelf for the girls. That's why I just recently saw it and put 2 and 2 together in my brain. Yeah. So I can make it for the girls. They'll probably actually really like it. Just they have like 3 quilts they drag around the house. I don't know if they really need anymore, but they are spoiled. I'm excited to see you. Thanks for sharing. Congratulations. Great haul. Hold your arm out. Look at the stuff. Great haul. Yes. Dang. I was over. This is so awesome. Thanks for sharing. Tiff, dinner is ready. See y'all soon. Lisa, you're supposed to come here and cook me dinner. I'm starving. Just kidding. All right. You got a great haul for $60. Yes, I did. And I told you guys in the beginning, so those that weren't here in the beginning, go back and go to the beginning and listen to my little rant on, while I do all this, my little rant on about what I look for when I look on ads on Facebook, any group on Facebook Marketplace, any Craigslist ads. I look for specific things. I say that all in the beginning of this video, so if you need to want to know how to find bargains like this haul for $60, even your area with your, some people say that certain areas of the country are more expensive. Other countries even say that they have this. Everybody can find these deals. You just have to keep an eye out. You have to be diligent about your searching, and your you have to be consistent with the searching, and you also have to follow through. If you ask somebody if it's for sale still, or if it's still available, or if it's this, or if you're local, or if it's that, follow through with it. Don't just say, hey, is this still available? Will you take $30? You can't do that. You need to, is this still available? Follow through. If they haven't messaged you back, hi, so I messaged you earlier. I was just curious because I have the rest of the day available. If you do too, can we get together? I would love to purchase. You have to be diligent and follow through with everything. So to find these kind of deals, that is what I do personally. And I think this is like the 4th or 5th time you guys have now seen me do a haul. I usually, some small hauls I don't show, but big hauls I do, and I have since I started my channel. So this is, I haven't shown any of the free hauls that people, I call them a haul, but they're free, they're donations. I should call it just a look what I was donated type thing, but a lot of that fabric I've already zoomed through over the years. But I, 4, 5, okay, it was before the summer hit, so maybe 6 months ago, I just did this, and I had 2 big black trash bags worth, but a lot of it was, well, I can't say a lot. I would say 30% of it was furniture type fabrics, upholstery fabrics and stuff. I didn't use a lot of it. I gave it away and sold it off, and I still have a little bit left to sell, which that's where the whole coming into Etsy thing is. If there's things that you do not absolutely want, you can trade with your local Quilters Guild people, friends, so on and so forth. If you guys want to trade fabrics, give fabrics away to people if you didn't spend a lot of money, or if you're feeling generous or whatever. I don't give a lot away, because I end up using it, which you guys all know, and I say it all the time. A lot of people will say, oh, well, I could use blah, blah, blah. I can't just, you know, like, I can. I definitely can afford it with this haul, but sometimes I can't, you know. Some of us can't. The things that we're doing with it, the reason behind us shopping cheap, but it can sooner or later. We'll see. I got things going. I have plans for everything. I always do something. I give away so much stuff, you guys know. I do my best to, at least, and it always comes from something in my room. I can't afford to go buy brand new stuff and, you know, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. So I'm doing what I can with what I have, and this is how you do it. There you go. This is how you do that. You follow my lead. Look everywhere, pay attention, keep your eyes open, and you can find these same kind of deals no matter where you live. Just be diligent, follow through, have fun, and definitely share. Like if you come across stuff, share in the group. If you found a good deal, be like, Tiffany, I did it, I followed your lead, this is an amazing deal, and share with me what you guys got, because that would be so awesome if I could see you guys are following and catching along and finally catching some good deals and a good break. Like this was definitely a Moda haul. This is a lot of Moda stuff here, a lot of it. So I want to know if you guys catch a good deal like this. I'll take a picture too, just how messy my room is picture. It's horrible. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go eat while in bed watching Supernatural, because that's the show of the month for me. I tend to watch the same TV shows over and over again, but I'm on Supernatural all over again from the beginning. I'm on already episode or season 6 in like the last, I don't know, 3 weeks, because I'm a binge watcher. Anyway, calling shopping smart. Yes, very smart, especially for budgets. The budget-friendly shopping. This is budget-friendly shopping. All right. So I thank you guys for watching. I love you all. I'm glad you hung out with me for however long this video was, because I actually don't know. And don't forget to I'm standing and I'm rear, so it's still that way. Subscribe that way. Like my videos. Share them. You don't have to share videos like this, but whatever. If you want to, share it with a friend that says, oh, this is the best way to find fabric. Anyway, bye guys. Have a good night, day. Stay safe. Eat dinner. Sleep well. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we'll end it on the, my goodness, I'm stuck. That's what we'll end it on. There we go. We'll end it on master. It's sort of organized. I know what's where. That's the mess I made. That's the mess I made.